Welcome to DXC Arena for match 19 of the 2025 Top End T20 Series, sponsored by NT Tourism. I'd like to start this broadcast by acknowledging the Larrakia people, the traditional owners of the land we are on, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I'd also like to extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching this broadcast. My name is Steve Nicol and I'm joined by former Australian and Queensland cricketer Megan White. Earlier out in the middle, the NT Strike won the bat flip and they have decided to bowl first. Interesting decision, Megan.
Yeah, it is an interesting decision, but look, I think the NT are going pretty well at the moment, and I think they'll do very well this evening as well, but Bangladesh, you just never know T20 cricket.
In the earlier game today, the Pakistan side decided to do that and the Kingsmen had a big victory. Let's go through the sides, Megan.
Yeah, just with the two changes, Bangladesh tonight. So out tonight is Akon and Mitch Ranjoy Chowdhury, and in is Yasar Ali Chowdhury and Ripon Mondale. So hopefully those two inputs tonight can make the change, and Bangladesh can get a couple of wins and get up the top of the ladder. Yeah, NT Strike team, look at those. Awesome team there. I'm going to be not biased tonight. Love the NT guys, but we've got one out tonight. Jai Orman is out with Kane Richardson back into the side for tonight's game.
Yeah, so we'll go through the decision to send the opposition in a bit later on, but we will go for a short break and we'll be back with the first ball very shortly.
Are you looking to hit your studies for six? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you've never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
Visiting Darwin, Australia? Make your stay a winning one at Darwin Airport Resorts. Just minutes from the airport and a short drive to the city, it's the ideal base for travellers chasing sun, culture or the cricket. With 3 comfortable hotels, 2 inviting pools and 2 on-site dining options, everything you need is right here. Relax, recharge and enjoy the top end at Darwin Airport Resorts.
Welcome back to DXC Arena for match 19 of the 2025 Top End T20 Series. It's going to be an absolute fantastic game tonight. As I mentioned earlier, I'm joined by former Australian Queensland cricketer Megan White, and we're going to quickly talk about the decision to send the opposition in, because after the last couple of games that we've seen in this T20 series, it's been a poor choice. Will Sutherland sent Pakistan in and they were comprehensively beaten over the road last night, and then today Pakistan made the same decision and the Kingsmen had a convincing victory.
Yeah, it's a curious one. I'd be interested to have a chat around or to the players as to why they chose to bowl first tonight, but I think NT Strike, they'll be pretty confident coming into tonight's match, but like I mentioned before, T20 cricket, you just never know. But look, I think the NT side has a very good bowling attack, and I think they'll use every part of it tonight, and along with the bat, with Darcy Short and Jake Weather all up the top of the order.
We have Sheikh and Alam opening the batting for Bangladesh. They'll be looking to make the most of the power play straight up with the first 4 overs.
Looks like it's going to be number 13, Tommy Menzies, young local superstar, opening the bowling.
Fantastic opportunity for the young fella, and it could possibly be an experimental decision to bowl first. Obviously they want to expose themselves to all different sorts of circumstances, and the first ball is not far away. Menzies doing his final preparations before the first ball of this innings. In he comes now from the northern end. A little bit of movement early there. Sheik watchfully knocks it away.
It's a natural in-swinger bowler, Tom Menzies. He's also got some brilliant variations as well. Slower balls, off-cutters, and obviously a good bumper as well. So I'm sure we'll see his full repertoire tonight.
Certainly well suited to this format of the game. Here comes Menzies again to Sheik. Again, nice movement away from the left-hander. First runs of the evening. Sheik's off the mark.
Be interesting how they approach his power play tonight's game, Steve. We watched last night's game, obviously, and both teams really, I didn't think really dominated in that power play at all. So be really curious how Bangladesh go about this tonight.
Yeah, it has been a little bit of a trend of late. Teams still being cautious in those first 4 overs and then accelerating late, not getting sucked in by the field structure. Here comes Menzies again.
Oh,
Alarm has beaten outside there. That was a beautiful delivery from Menzies. He's made a very promising start here. And all of a sudden it looks like a great decision to bolt first.
Yeah.
3 balls in, of course.
We saw last night there was a significant amount of more turn. The players might say it was all them, Pakistani team in particular, but be curious tonight whether that's the same, Steve, whether there's a change in how the wicket plays later on tonight.
Yeah, there's certainly a significant difference. In comes Menzies again. This one, the swing is not his best friend because it's gone all the way down the leg side. It is 4 wide, so that's undone all the good work that he's done so far. And the Bangladesh score off the first over now looks a bit healthier, being none for 5.
Yeah, not a lot. Cadell McMahon behind the stumps there, the number 12. What he could really get to there, really just kept swinging on him at the end, and yeah, 4 wides.
And there's the replay. Not one Menzies would want to watch again, but that's all part of it. You take this swing any day of the week. Here he comes again. This time he starts it a lot wider outside off. Ball has gone all the way out to the boundary, and there's a comfortable 2 to Alarm, who's off the mark. So a bright start for Bangladesh in their first over without any real risk. We've got both of the fielders on the boundary in front, behind the wicket. We've got a 3rd man and a wide square leg. Here comes Menzies again.
Ooh,
starts it wide again, plenty of movement. The man at 3rd man is able to cut that off comfortably, but at least he's bowling to his field.
Played a bit uppish there too. Would have said that was a pretty thick edge. Be interesting whether they make a change, and which they might be. It's like Sam Elder down there, whether he's coming up inside the circle, maybe more into a catching position. Although it's a left-hander, or the righty's on strike now, so no. So still got the slip in though, Darcy Short, which is good.
In comes Menzies here, slip in play.
Oh.
Swinging ball, full, a little bit of a fumble, but no damage done. That brings us to the end of the first over. Bangladesh, none for 9. I think they'd take that, Megan. First up.
Yeah, absolutely. None for 9, no wickets lost. Early wickets, always not ideal, but no, it's a good start there from Bangladesh. But also good areas, well bowled by Tommy Menzies as well.
Yeah, certainly something to work with. He adjusted his line late in the over with the amount of swing he was getting to start a little bit further outside off. Looks like the new bowler is Kane Richardson, which I'm sure the majority of our watching and listening audience would be fully aware of his skills.
Good to see Kane in the black and ochre. Hasn't played for the NT since he was a junior, I would think.
Coming in from the airport end, and a little bit of a loosener there down the leg side. He's not too happy with that. Happens to the best of us. But extras being the leading run scorer at the moment, the strike could probably be a little bit concerned with that, but I'm sure they'll tidy it up.
Yeah, not the most ideal start that you're looking for, wide off the first ball, but I'm sure he'll try to rectify it with this one.
Richardson to Alarm.
Ooh.
That's a fuller ball. It's been hit straight down the ground over the fielder, and it is going to be a close call here. It is just going to beat the fielder, and it is a boundary. First one off the bat. And Bangladesh have made a bright start.
Good shot, nice and early. It's what you got to do in this power play. Straight downtown's always a really good option, hitting nice and straight.
You're watching the replay here, straight over Richardson's head. Alarm batting with good intent early. Here he comes again, Richardson. A little bit of movement there, well bowled. Slightly slower and in a good spot, as you'd expect with all his experience. Played a lot of franchise cricket. Certainly a star-studded lineup, the NT strike. Here he comes again.
Ooh,
sliding down the leg side, and he's got a fair piece of it.
He sure does.
It's going to go all the way for 4. Bangladesh are in a good position here early in this game. They've shot along to 14 off only 8 balls, and now it ticks over to 18 off 9 balls. So they're going very well here early in this game against the NT strike.
Played that really well, I thought. It's not always the easiest off the swinging down the leg side, but he's got a nice, good, thick edge on that, and it raced away to the boundary.
Richardson again. A little bit
shot.
more pace there, and he has been dealt with. That is a massive shot early on. I think it's gone for 6. The umpire's just looking to check. It looked like it was 6 from this angle, and sure enough, up go 2 arms, and Bangladesh are on fire.
It's a great shot. Beautiful shot there by the Bangladesh batsman. Really taking on Kane Richardson early in his first over. But that's what you got to do. Just throw your hands at it. Pace on. Beautiful shot for 6 over cover.
Getting a little bit of early stick here, Richardson. Bangladesh batters aren't too concerned with the name. Just facing the ball, which is good. In comes Richardson again. Alarm
Bowling.
Respectfully this time. Knocks it back down for a second dot this over. It's been an expensive one so far.
Sure has.
15 off it, still 1 to come. He's taking his time with this last delivery, thinking about what he might do to unsettle Alarm. this time he has strayed down the leg side again for a wide as his troubles continue. He was doing a few additional stretches early on. I think possibly he may be carrying a slight little niggle, maybe in the groin if I'm just judging by his body language, but we'll see how he goes this time. Sliding down the leg side again, Richardson.
Well done by Cadell McMahon behind the stumps there.
Great job by the keeper to prevent any further damage. It's becoming a long over for him, which is not ideal when you're already a little bit sore.
Does look a bit underdone, Kane Richardson, that's for sure. Definitely doesn't look like he's moving with ease.
You'd imagine this would be his only over for a little while. He might come back and have another go later on.
Potentially.
Here he comes again to alarm. Again
Nice.
Down the leg side, beautifully clipped away. And he's going to race to the boundary. A very expensive over, 21 off it. Hands on hips for Richardson. He's got his hands on his back now. Will be interesting to see what happens. Maybe the medical staff might come out and have a chat to him at some stage. But Bangladesh, none for 30 off 2 overs after being sent in. We talked a little bit about the toss. Let's have another look at that boundary.
Well, beautiful play.
It's a second shot of that nature, making the most of that leg side line.
Just think about this early on in 2 overs just gone. Bangladesh really haven't had to take much risk. Easily been able to put poor deliveries away to the boundary.
Looks like the bowler now is Matt Hammond. He's going to be bowling to Sheik, who has been at the other end watching the show so far from alarm. In he comes. Spin is the option and absolutely smacked towards the boundary.
Wow.
Sheik is getting in on the fun and it is 4 runs.
That's a great shot. Beautiful shot there. Not even a sider, just happy to take Hammond on right from ball 1. Hamo, you know, he's a very experienced cricketer. Another local player up here. He definitely won't be happy with that.
In he comes again. This time, Little comes on with the arm, I think. Well bowled. Bit of experience there, as you said, Megan. They're on target here to get one of the biggest power play periods we've seen in this competition. This time he's helped it. It's on a way down the leg side, and we're going to have another boundary. The party continues. Sheik now getting in on the act. He's rocketed along to 9 off 6. And the score goes to 38 off only 15 balls.
Beautiful batting here by the Bangladesh batsman. Just working the ball really nicely. Really positive start for them.
This one's thrown up a little bit more. It's driven. A dive, but again it has got through the field. It's going to race away for 4 more. And Sheik is now 13 off 7, joining alarm on 21 off 9. These guys are batting beautifully.
Yep, sure are. Poor fielding down there because Jake Weatherall just doing the old Harbour Bridge there a little bit, but NT strike right on the back foot. 3 overs, not even 3 overs gone, and Bangladesh well on top.
Hammond again. This time it's a little bit shorter. It's cut through the gap, and just to match the... Oh, it's going to be a close call. He hasn't got there. It's 4 runs again. So we've seen power, and now we've seen placement. Beautiful batting there from Sheik.
Beautiful hands there, just gliding it in between the 2 fieldsmen that are there, but able to get past. And Tommy Menzies tried to run it down, but unable.
Picked the gap beautifully.
Did.
A few discussions now about the field. A lot of bleeding going on here in terms of runs, looking to stem the flow. Hammond, his last ball, he's already gone for 16 in this over. This is thrown up,
Oh, beautiful
and it
again.
is whacked over his head. He's tried something different, but that hasn't worked either. And his over has gone for 20 runs.
Wowzers.
Following on from an expensive over from Richardson. And Bangladesh have brought up their 50 in only 3 overs. And most significantly, they haven't lost a wicket as well.
Absolutely. Really need to stem the flow of runs here. The NT and a wicket would definitely help to do that. I wouldn't say they've bowled poorly. A few wides, yes, but Matt Hammond there, Bangladesh batsman just been able to put him all around the ground with ease.
Last over of the power play. Really need to get the field to match the bowling for this last over.
It's like Tom Menzies been brought back on from the airport end of DXC Arena. Interesting that he's changed end. See, hopefully that will make the difference. Pick up a wicket and try to stem this flow of runs.
2 fielders out. Either side of the wicket, square. In comes Menzies now to alarm. Again, a little bit of movement. Driven down, and they will pick up a single. We haven't seen too many of those. They've been dealing mostly in boundaries.
Yep, haven't needed to.
Certainly been entertaining so far. It's going to be a high-scoring affair if this continues.
Some great shots. Really lovely to watch how these opening batsmen have been going about their business, and hopefully they keep going on.
Menzies comes in again to Sheik.
Shot.
Beautifully driven. That is an absolute cover drive that anyone would be proud of. That's gone for 4. Bangladesh move along to 55. And it is a quality cricket shot.
Beautiful shot through covers. It's a bit too full there, Tommy.
Yeah, doesn't match the field. I would be going full and straight and putting the 2 men straight. At least then you can be a bit predictable. At this stage, they're scoring boundaries at will.
Oh,
and that is on the leg side. The fielder is in play. He's come around, and it is an absolute beautiful catch.
Great catch down there on the boundary. I reckon that might be Jordan Silk on the boundary down there. Amazing set of hands that we've seen through the Big Bash. And he's taken an absolute cracker down there on the boundary. Got away with a bit of a poorly delivery too, Tommy Menzies, but you know what they say sometimes, that always the best delivery gets the wicket.
Certainly in this format, that is not a good delivery at all. It could have easily gone for 6, and a catch has turned it around to be a much needed wicket for the NT strike. After a very bright start from Bangladesh. And the new batter will be Saif Hassan.
Hopefully this will help the NT boys get back on track. Another wicket here would be nice. But again, Bangladesh is cruising along nicely. 1 for 55 of 3.3 overs.
Got a lot of talent, Saif Hassan. Scored a century against Sri Lanka A. All right, let's see if the wicket can change the game. New batter at the crease. Saif Hassan has seen an absolute exhibition of batting so far. See if he can join in. Menzies comes in. This one's short.
Bowling.
Hassan right in behind it and safely played down for a dot. Three balls left in the power play. I think the NT strike will be looking forward to putting a few other boundary riders out.
Absolutely.
Currently they have both on the leg side. deep fine leg and deep square leg. So it indicates a leg side line. It's short, it's been hit to the leg side, and it has been cleaned up nicely to the protection. So it was a little bit short, but at least he's bowling to his field, and they'll take any single at the moment, with Bangladesh finding the boundary at ease.
Got to finish this over strong here, Tom Menzies. Nothing worse than bowling a reasonable over and being punished on the last ball.
In he comes to alarm. A little bit of movement there again.
Well done.
Watchfully played, and it was a positive finish to a wicket taking over from Menzies. Bangladesh in a very strong position after 4 overs in the end of the power play. It is 1 for 56.
I think Darcy Short, skipper for tonight's game, he'll be happy to be able to put a few fielders out on the boundary now, Steve.
Yes, he'd be much happier bowling now than in the power play.
Looks like he's going to bring Tommy Andrew. I thought he was bringing... Oh, no, it is. Is it Darcy or Tommy? Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Bring yourself on when the fielders go out.
Yeah, it's a luxury of being captain, isn't it?
It is a luxury, exactly.
Better known for his batting exploits, of course. Let's see how he goes with the ball. So the field now spread. Main options are behind the wicket if they want to get funky. This one drops short and it's paddled away for an easy single. Short would be happy with that result, I think.
Yep.
Alarm back on strike though, so he will continue his aggressive approach.
Absolutely, he'll definitely want to keep momentum going.
Short throws this one up. Oh, it's turned away from the right-hander there, and he's indicated to his partner, which he would have seen well and good himself. Here comes short again. Oh, a lot of purchase there, but unfortunately it was sprayed wide. Wow. And another run to the score for Bangladesh. A little bit of a chuckle from short. And he comes again. This one's a straight one.
Opportunity here.
And it's gone high. Yeah. Just didn't make it there. It was in the air for a while, but I think the lack of power probably saved him there.
Yep. Matthew Hammond down on the boundary, trying to get in there as quick as he could. Oh, bowling.
Yeah, that's better bowling from short. Right up in the block hole. Nice little bit of flight. It's been a mixed bag so far. Comes short again.
Oh! Wow.
And that has pitched outside leg and come straight back at the pegs. Hence the non-LB shout, but it was a good delivery.
Bit of turn in this wicket.
Yes. Short again.
Oh, bowling.
Beautifully bowled. No run.
Great over.
And that was a great over from short. Looking every bit an all-rounder here with only 3 off it. Bangladesh move on.
That was last night, Steve.
Yeah, I've got so many games I'm doing. Bangladesh, after 5 overs, 1 for 59. So good having so many games in a short period of time. All up here in the beautiful top end. As we see the Manhattan at the early stage, a couple of massive overs already. One going for 21, another one for 20. You can't ask for much more than that in your power plays. Looks like Andrews is the new bowler. an arm ball straight up and no run.
He'll be looking at the turn from Darcy Short, I'm sure, and hoping that he can get a little bit of that out of the wicket as well, I'd say.
Andrews again, he drops this one short.
Oh.
He's got away with it. Alarm's missed out there. There's a vacant boundary out there behind square. Andrews has dropped short this time on the leg side. There is a fielder out there and he's comfortably got it in, and they will complete the second run.
Picked the gap between the two fielders on the boundary perfectly, Hassan.
Alarm looking very comfortable here. 25 off only 16 balls. This time Andrew throws it up a little bit more, a little bit of turn. But well played by Alarm, just guiding it down for a single.
Really good running between the wickets, Bangladeshi batsman.
Andrews again, tidy over so far. Throws it up and has a secondary job of fielding as well for another dot.
Oh.
Yeah, well bowled. Threw it up a little bit further outside the off stump. They're scampering through for a single. Good running from Bangladesh.
Really good running. Good couple of overs here from Darcy and Tommy Andrews. I think just 4 off the Andrews over, and I think 3 from the previous one from Darcy. So trying to rein this free flow of runs the Bangladesh batsmen have put on for the first 6 overs. He's coming on for another over, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it was a terrific first over. Looks like spin might play a big role tonight. Darcy short this time, a little bit quicker and kept out by Hassan. Run rate above 10, which is very healthy. 200 in the game. Short again for the Northern, and he's thrown.
Could be another catching opportunity here for Silk on the boundary, possibly. And he's taken it. Yee-hoo! Might have been Jordan, I think, down there again. Yes, it is. Done it with ease, didn't he? Didn't even look like dropping it. Jordan Silk on the boundary.
Very comfortable catch. Well bowled by Short. Sometimes the boundary catches can be fortunate for spinners, but this was well flighted. He's thrown it up.
He has.
And credit to the bowler there, Short. And a regulation catch. Just what NT strike needed.
Absolutely. As we saw last night, almost the opposite of last night's game so far, Steve, with the early wickets and then the huge flow of runs towards the back end for the Pakistan innings in particular. We're now, it's amazing what a couple of good overs here put that little bit of dot ball pressure on Bangladesh. And a couple of wickets have come on board now, so NT strike getting back into this game.
As you can see on the screen there, players taking an opportunity with the fall of the wicket just to grab a drink and do some running repairs to the equipment. Change your gloves for the Bangladesh batter. Two for 63 off 6.2 overs. A fantastic start for Bangladesh. And Darcy Short has really turned this game with some tight bowling, profuse spin, and a wicket as we just saw there. Hossain on strike, left-hander. Slid down the leg side, it's been cut off and it'll be a single. Bit of a pep in the step now for the NT strike after those couple of wickets. Short again.
Ooh.
This time a quicker delivery. It's been paddled out to the deep, and it'll be another single.
Really looking forward to seeing Hamish Martin bowl tonight as well. Such a consistent bowler for the NT in previous seasons for the Top End Series. It's another spinner that I'm really looking forward to see how he works his trade this evening.
Short throws that one up. Again, a little bit of turn, but sliding down the leg side. Just a half a shout. Short himself wasn't interested. Short again, another tidy over. He's thrown this one up outside the off stump. It's been whacked away, but there is protection there. And another economical over there from Short. Only 3 off it and the wicket. And Bangladesh, after 7 overs, are 2 for 66.
Yeah, another great over there by Darcy. NT strike really starting to pull it back up a little bit here, which is what they needed to do. Run rate's dropped down under that 10 runs and over. They'll be wanting to keep that heading in that direction, I'm sure. Looks like Tom Andrews coming on for another over as well.
Spin to win. Andrews after only 4 off his first over.
Seems to be the way in recent games that we've commentated together, Steve. Steve, spin to win last night from Pakistan over the Renegades.
Yeah, it was a great display.
Really was.
Andrews now floats this one up. Cautiously played. He's going to have to field it himself.
Great work.
And he's done well to keep it to 1 run. Extra incentive when it's your bowling. Alarm back on strike. Very important role for him now with the 2 recent wickets. Going to need a big score for him to take the team towards the high 180s to 200. Ooh. Short this time and quicker. Very well bowled. Initially I thought it was going to be a half tracker, but it was quick enough to beat the bat. So well bowled by Andrews.
Again, great work from the behind the stumps by Cadell McMahon. Young Palmerston player here in the NT. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Jake Weatherall going for it. Oh, he's just didn't quite get to it.
It was a great effort.
Was a great effort. I think he was going to pull out, then realised he thought he might have had half a chance, I think. And then went for a bit of a dive, just unable to grasp that one off the carpet.
Probably the wicket they needed at this stage.
Yep, would have been helpful.
In comes Andrews again. This one's
Big
also
one.
short. This time played safely along the ground. Briefly considered the second, but a smart choice not to. Run rate dropping down closer to 9 now after all the recent action from the NT strike. Andrews to Hossain. This one stayed low. And played and missed, which is probably fair enough because that was very difficult to hit.
Yep.
With a horizontal bat shot. Andrews again. Ooh. This time it's outside off. It's been cut away beautifully. They're going to...
Looking for 2. Bangladesh want to come back for 2, but good decision in the end.
They probably needed to go hard straight away. Both of them thought about it at different times, but just not at the same time. So a single result, and after 8 overs, Bangladesh in a very strong position at 2 for 71.
Yeah, I wouldn't be running on Connor Carroll's arm down there on the boundary, that's for sure. They would have needed to get their skates on, if that was the case, if they did come back for the 2.
Certainly done a really good job of pegging them back here. The run rate now at 8.88. for a while it was well above 10. Hamish Martin is the new bowler from the northern end.
Yeah, really looking forward to watching Hamish bowl tonight. Always really enjoy ability to create chances. Really well, great fielder off his own bowling as well. Hopefully he gets a couple of pills tonight. Oh, great start.
Yeah, beautiful position to start off with. Jogging back to his crease. Trying to keep the over rate under control. Martin again. This time slides down the leg side a little bit. They're going to come back for 2 and they're going to do it comfortably. Good batting from Hussain. Let's move on to 6 off 8. Adjusting to the conditions under the lights here at DXC. This time Martin throws it up. It's swept hard. There are fielders out there, but they're going to have no chance. He split the middle.
Beautiful shot.
Is a magnificent shot there from Hussain.
Yep, read that delivery really well. Swept beautifully and couldn't have hit that more in between the 2 fielders on the boundary if he tried. Picked that up well outside off stump, but able to control it beautifully.
What's he going to do now? He has got protection out there. This time it's a bit fuller and quicker. Good comeback. Great opportunity for him here against 2 quality batters. This time it's thrown up.
Ooh.
And well played by Hussain. Very correct. Just the 1 boundary this over. And 3 dots. Positive start from Martin, following on from his spinning partners.
Oh, threw that one up. Oh, nearly a caught and bowled opportunity there. Really well bowled there by Hamish. And a dot ball to finish off the over. Love that.
Yeah, encouraging start from Hamish Martin there. 6 off. But as you said earlier, Megan, he does look like he's the sort of bowler who can create chances.
Yeah, he really is. Always seems to just pick up those vital wickets for the NT when they've really needed them. And while Pakistan are going a real ahead with their runs here, still just under that 9 runs and over now, but still travelling along nicely. Been really impressed with the running between wickets so far.
So after 9 overs, Bangladesh 2 for 77. The run rate still a healthy 8.56. The bowler is going to be Matt Hammond, who had a very expensive first over, but
sure did.
It's great to see faith being shown.
Won't affect Hamo in any way. I mean, he won't like being belted for 20 of his first over, but another bowler who really works hard at his trade. He's got a really good leggy as well, funnily enough, but yeah, look, he won't be backward and coming forward.
Hammond,
ooh,
that's a good delivery, just skidded on, and a very welcome dot.
Very proud, loves wearing the NT ochre and black, so
This
opportunity
time,
here. Jake Weatherall on the boundary. Oh, he's got it. Great catch. Great catch by Jake Weatherall on the boundary. Might make the 20 off his first over, Steve. Maybe this wicket, maybe a less little sting.
Absolutely. It's a good decision to bring him back on. It would have been easy to say, have a spell for a while, young fella. But faith in has been shown by the captain and it's paid off. And the NT strike are up and about.
Yeah, another good time to get a wicket too, Steve. I reckon Bangladesh batsmen just started to get a little roll on with a bit of a partnership. And again, just able to get that wicket when they just needed it. Oh, probably deserved to be punched over the boundary. Sorry, Hamo, but probably did, but got away with it. And that's okay.
It probably wasn't his best ball,
no.
But sometimes you can get credit for the lead up as well. Might have been setting him up.
Yep.
Comfortably taken. So they're going to have to try and consolidate a little bit now, Bangladesh. Chauhan is the new batter. Hammond now has better figures of 1 for 20 after picking up a wicket early in this over. Protection all around the wicket. Straight. The only boundaries that aren't covered are behind the wicketkeeper. So you've either got to go over the top, hard in between, or otherwise get funky.
Yep.
Hammered in again from the airport end. This is a quicker delivery.
Bowled.
And a play and miss, very well bowled from Hammond.
Great work again there by Cadell. Behind the stumps, doing a good job. Especially on this wicket. Spin-tastic.
He's been very tidy so far. Hammond again to the new batter.
Ooh.
He has indeed tried to get a bit funky, but he hasn't got a run out of that one. But I like the positive intent.
Interesting shot with the field, how it is.
Yeah, he probably needs to get really fine if he's going to be playing that shot.
Yep.
Chauhan getting across in the crease, working it away for a single to get off the mark.
Really love the Bangladesh intent right from ball one, Steve. Like, just looking at Pakistan batting innings last night, even the Renegades and a few other games, they've just been really positive right from ball one, with Chauhan only just coming into the crease but looking to score straight away. Just pushing the singles, not so much the big shots yet. Been really positive cricket here by Bangladesh.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there. Well bowled from Hammond again, coming on with the arm a little bit quicker. And that's a very tidy over. He's picked up a wicket and only one run off. So all of a sudden he's gone from none for 20 to 1 for 21, and he is in a happy place.
Yep, looks a little bit nicer, doesn't it? You wouldn't know he's got belted for 20 off his first over.
Credit to Darcy Short too for coming back to him for a second over so soon. Martin is following up after a promising first over, which only went for 6. A few discussions out there around the field placings. One final look around, and Martin comes in now from the northern end. This one is down the leg side, but he has got away with that one, no damage done. Chauhan's faced 4 balls for his 1 now. He's going to be looking to score.
Ooh.
He chops away.
Great fielding.
And he gets up the other end, which is a good thing.
Great fielding there by Semi Elder.
Three for 79, just after the halfway mark. 170 plus still on the cards. The scores we were throwing around earlier are now probably a little bit out of reach.
Ooh.
He's thrown that one up there, Martin, and it's chopped out into the deep for a single. We like to do our predictions around the halfway mark, so with 80 runs on the board, just over halfway. What are you thinking, Megan?
You asked me this last night and I had a shocker.
I'll give you some more time to think about it
Thank
if you like. Because it was tough last night with how well they batted. Very well bowled there from Martin.
go 167.
Yep, you like your sevens. I reckon I had a 7 in it last night.
Yep, I do like it. Is my number.
Yep.
I'm not going to deny that fact.
Another good over here from Martin. Only 3 off it so far.
Ooh.
Well played by Hussein into the gap on the leg side. Only a single.
I think Bangladesh, though, would be disappointed if they only did make 167, if I'm honest, with the start that they had. But I'm banking in the NT boys to get another couple of wickets. But we'll see how we go. Bangladeshians have been batting extremely well so far.
Certainly after the first 3 overs, it was looking 190 plus. But the strike have done a great job to peg the back with 3 wickets. Martin comes in, throws this one up. Oh, very well bowled. And at the end of the 11th over, the score for Bangladesh is 3 for 82.
Another great over there by Hamish Martin, just the 4 runs from it. None for 10 from his 2 overs, but bowling really well. The NT boys really have said it so far, pegging the Bangladesh side back a little bit.
So we say this a lot, but partnerships, we need to get one going here if you're a Bangladesh fan. Probably need these two to go through for the next 5 or 6 overs, which gives you the capacity to go really hard for the last back end of the innings. You can see the scorecard there. Explosive start from Bangladesh.
It's a great start. Looked effortless from the 2 opening batsmen in particular.
Worked around 2 square leg. They're going to consider 2. That's probably the wise decision to be satisfied with the 1. Hammond in his 3rd over after picking up a wicket last over. Comes in again from the airport end. This one's chopped away. There's going to be an easy single to the man who is just forward of deep point. And the NT striker will be pretty happy at the moment, just with these singles. Boundaries have dried up. Hammond again, this is cleanly hit. But again, there's protection out there. They're going to come back for 2.
Great running.
Managing to push it out into the gap, which enabled that 2nd run to be made. So placement as well as power are a key part of this T20 format. Again, beautifully played down the ground for another single. Bangladesh are looking to consolidate at this stage after the recent wickets to fall. Chauhan, a few little extra stretches before he faces Hammond.
Oh, there it is. Opportunity here. Shaw going back. Great. Oh, he's... he got back in time. Unlucky. I thought he had it then too. Clanged it at the end. He'll be disappointed. He's only got a great set of hands, Darcy Short.
Yeah, certainly out of character there.
And that variation too from Hamo there, Steve. Would have been a great wicket.
Yeah, beautifully bowled. Unfortunately, he's been let down. This time, it's a little bit quicker. There's a
options here.
mix-up.
Oh, could be turned. Oh.
And he's got back.
Oh.
It's all happening here.
It is.
Bangladesh just need to take this moment in between overs just to have a little chat, take a couple of deep breaths and consider what has happened in the last couple of balls, because they could have easily lost a wicket there, both with a drop catch and then nearly a run out. Got themselves in a strong position at 3 for 88 off 12 overs.
It's like Darcy's bringing himself back on for another over. Maybe he's trying to think, well, I just dropped that one, so hopefully I can get a wicket.
Yep. Looking to make amends.
Yep.
Short. Throws it up.
Oh, wowzers.
As has been the case for most of his delivery. Very sharp turn. If it had been left alone, it would have been a wide. But fortunately for Darcy,
it's really off the pitch.
it only results in a single.
Classic.
I noticed they've been using the rag a fair bit tonight. Possibly the dew is a factor.
I think it's a bit cooler tonight, Steve, than last night. Admittedly, we were up in the nosebleed section of TIO Stadium. We're ground level tonight, so it might be a little bit cooler.
Beautifully bowled there from short, playing and missing Hussain. He's been out there for a while, and short has still got him in trouble. This time he throws it up, and it's comfortably played this time down the ground for a single. Hussain would probably be happy to get up the other end after playing and missing last ball. And Chauhan played cautiously so far for his 6 off 10. Short this time, drops short. And an easy single. Probably a boundary ball that's got away there, but with everything that he's delivered, it's pretty hard to actually be aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Some are really fizzing off this wicket, others not so much.
Short. Full this time.
We'll look for 2. Oh, great fielding. I think it's Jake Weatherall down on the boundary there. So one thing we did notice last night, in particular as well, the fielding has been exceptional so far throughout this tournament.
Yeah, all teams, except maybe the Chicago Kingsmen, who are a little bit older. They've got a lot of young players in all their squads, so they're all very athletic, quality fielders. Short this time, again drops short, very short, and it is paddled out for an easy single to end another good over. So after his 3 overs, he has the impressive figures of 1 for 11. And Bangladesh, after 13, are 3 for 93.
Game is a little bit of a later start tonight, whether that'll play into effect throughout the game, like we mentioned with the dew.
Bowling figures now looking much more impressive than earlier. Kane Richardson would love to get his body right and come back and amend his first over. Very uncharacteristically hit around the park in that early over. But the way things are going, it might be all spin.
Yeah, Tommy Andrews coming back on from the airport end of DXC. Bowled pretty well his first couple of overs as well, Steve. None for 9 from his 2 no wickets, but I'm sure he'd like to fill a couple of spots in that column.
Andrews from the airport end as a plane flies
Catch
above.
It. Oh.
It's gone through the fingers, and it is disappointing for Andrews on 2 fronts in that he has missed an opportunity to get a wicket and it's gone for 4. There hasn't been one for a while, and Bangladesh have moved along to 3 for 97 now.
That was punched really hard there by Chauhan. Really surprised Andrews, I think. Burst through his fingers. I think he did get a couple of fingertips to it, but hit very powerfully. Oh.
Andrews again, this time he's dropped short and he has been punished. That has gone all the way for 6 runs.
That's nearly on the golf course.
It's gone a long way. A very easy decision for the umpire to raise his arms, and Bangladesh now having a very productive 14th over.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Got what it deserved to, I think. I reckon Tommy Andrews will be
What
Not
can he
happy.
do to come back here? Oh, he's dropped short again. It appears to have still caused Chauhan some troubles, possibly skidded on a little bit more than he thought. And after 10 off the first two, Andrews is probably relieved with a dot. Here he comes again. This time he drops a little bit short again, but it was pace on. And he's got back-to-back dots after an expensive beginning to this over.
Another quicker one. Punch down the ground, mid-on and mid-off are up because of the power play back in effect. And that's a great shot by Chauhan there. A couple more risks being taken, Steve, I reckon, because of those fielding restrictions.
Yep, they've definitely upped the ante now with that power surge. That was very well played, really. Expecting the shorter, quicker ball, rocking back, hitting it hard. And it has been an expensive over. Very limited in what you can do to peg up these boundaries. Let's see what he does here.
Oh.
This time he has bowled a leg stump line, which is clever because it is only a single.
Try to give himself a bit of room then, Chauhan, but I think, I assume Andrew saw what he was trying to do, darted it into his legs.
And an expensive over there with 15 off. But with the power surge, you would expect that. And after 14 overs, Bangladesh are 3 for 108.
Interesting, bringing Tommy Menzies back on, pace on. They have to bowl at really good areas here to make sure Bangladesh batsmen don't get on top.
Much needed big over there from Bangladesh, as you can see from the Manhattan. It's been lean pickings for a while now, and that run rate has been heading backwards. After some good bowling from the NT strike, here comes Menzies.
Oh.
It is wide and it has been fished at, and it has been very well played. Funky batting results in 4 runs for Chauhan. Bangladesh making the most of this power surge. After a fairly dry period, they are now back on track.
That was really well played in the end. Takes guard most balls, doesn't he?
Yep, looks like he was taking off there.
Yeah.
Clever T20 batting there, just helping it on its way. Good opportunity here for Menzies, under pressure. He bowls outside off and he's slapped hard straight down the ground. It's going to go all the way for another boundary. Chauhan in an aggressive mood now, making the most of the fielding restrictions.
Looks like a slow ball there from Tom. But really well picked up by Chauhan. 31 from 20. He's really motoring along here. Looks very good at the crease. He's got his routines, takes his guard, does his little squat, and then has been playing beautifully so far.
Menzies in again. This time it is short, it is slapped hard, it's in between the fielders, and it's been dispatched for 4 more.
Again, perfectly dissected between the two fieldsmen that are on the leg side. Again, beautiful shot there by Chauhan. He's really powering along here.
Yeah, great combination of power and placement there. 2 NT strike fielders in the vicinity, but they had no chance at all. As you can see, the crowd there nice and relaxed. Enjoying the entertainment.
Yeah, looks like an awful spot down there. Beanbag setup. Where are our beanbags, Steve? I'm going to ask. Wally, if you're listening, where's our beanbags?
This time into the deck. He's got protection there. He's mixed up his bowling here, Menzies. Yeah, he's been hit for consecutive fours, but he is trying a few things, and certainly the NT strike at the right end of the ladder, they're going really well in terms of win-loss, but at the same time they'll be continuing to expose their young cricketers to different situations like this. As you can see on screen there, some conversations around the field. Looks like the square leg is going to come up onto the ring. So protection now at a wide-ish square leg, almost a wide mid-wicket, and then out at our friend cow corner. Gives himself some room.
Opportunity here. I think it's Jake Weatherall going back, and he's got him. Good perseverance from Menzies. He did get a tap fairly well early on in his over, and he's persevered. Gutsy from the young fast bowler just to stay nice and composed. And again, Jake Weatherall taking what looked like a comfortable catch, but actually really well caught at the end.
As we watch the replay here. High in the air, got himself in position nice and early, and a comfortable catch under the eyes. Big wicket.
It's a big wicket.
Chowdhury is the new batter. Thickly set, strong young man. And he has an opportunity now to build a partnership with Hussain, who has been more conservative than Chauhan, who's put on a great show in the last few overs, but unfortunately for us, the show is over. And now it's going to be up to Chowdhury to take over from where he left off.
It was really well batted by Chauhan. I was really enjoying the way he was going about taking on this game. He was starting to smack them all around the park. I loved his little routine. I love batsmen's little intricacies that they do. But got to take the game on, especially with the fielding restrictions. Had to do it, had to keep going with that momentum. And NT are able to pick up a wicket.
So last ball of the power surge, they've decided to split the boundary riders, one either side of the wicket. So it may be short. Let's see what he does. It's wide on the offside, and it has been called a wide. It's a common tactic in T20 cricket to try and bowl just inside that wide line, but he's only got a small margin for error, and unfortunately has resulted in a wide, but it's still a worthy tactic. And again, a great opportunity to test it out under these circumstances. And here comes again Menzies for his last ball this over. This time it is short. And that is the end of the over. After 3 overs, Menzies has 2 for 28. And Bangladesh still in a commanding position at 4 for 121.
Great work there by Tommy. Get hit for 4 fours in your first 3 deliveries of your over. With those fielding restrictions, being able to pick up that vital wicket of Chauhan, who was very, very confident. The one wide as well, but ended up being good over picking up the wicket.
And as you can see from the worm there, it's just starting to go the wrong way for Bangladesh after that wicket. But they're still in a strong position. 5 overs to go. If they can have 5 big overs here, then they can still post a very challenging score for the NT strike. Hamish Martin will be the new bowler. Bowled 2 promising overs early on with a good economy rate. And he's going to bowl to the established batsman in Hussain. Throws this one up. It's hit hard. There is a fielder there. It's going pretty quick though. He's done a great job to cut it off.
Great work. That's Jai Orman. Not sure who's off. I think it must be Kane Richardson's gone off, Steve. As we said, it didn't really look 100%, did he, after his first over. Has been brought back into the game after not playing in the last one. So interesting decision there to bring Kane back into the side if he's not 100%. But good to see another young territory boy, Jai Orman, on fielding.
Martin again diving off his own bowling to keep it to a dot. Yeah, looks like Richardson will be put on ice for the evening, in recovery mode now, thinking about the long-term prospects rather than the now. Martin to Hussain. Hussain pushes a full delivery down to long on. Bit of a tardy throw, but it is cleaned up. Again, the rag comes out.
Must be a bit dewy out there. I have noticed the boys working on that ball. So, always proves a bit difficult, especially with the spinners.
Chowdhury on strike for his second delivery. This time Martin drags down and it is a comfortable single to get him, the new batter, off the mark.
I think Hussain's got to get a wriggle on here. He is 21 from 25, just under that run of ball, but he is the main batsman currently, with Chowdhury only just in for 2 deliveries.
Yeah, he's definitely got to go here.
Oh, well.
This time it's thrown wide. He has had a go at it, and as a result it's another dot. Well bowled by Martin. Would have been touch and go as to whether it was a wide or not. Another tight over. How's he going to exit? Throws it up.
Well, well bowled.
Full delivery, and that's a terrific over from Martin. Has yet to get a wicket, but he has been very economical with only 14 runs off his 3 overs. Receives a low 5 from his teammate. Well deserved.
Been pretty impressed with the NT bowlers through the middle part of this innings in particular. Top balls to finish overs. There's nothing worse than bowling a reasonable over or getting hit for a few in your over and then just getting hit for a boundary. Off that last ball really takes the batsman into that positive mindset into the next over with that confidence, and NT done that pretty well tonight. Dot balls at the back end of overs.
Yeah, they've done a great job to peg them back. They're now gone ahead in the win viz.
Oh, shot.
Short's thrown that one up. He's been swept. He does have protection out there. But after an early flurry, the NT strike have done a great job, particularly through the use of spin, to peg down the run rate, and now they're going to be chasing a much more comfortable figure.
Coming back from, I think, was it 50, 60 off 3 overs, Steve, to bring them back into the position they are in now. I think they've done a great job so far.
Short, this is a full toss, and he's got away with it.
Yes.
They're going to pick up 2 runs, which I think Short would be happy with, considering the delivery. But the nature of his bowling, you're going to get a few of those. He puts a lot of purchase on it, and as we've seen tonight, the rag has been very prominent, so potentially might have slipped in the hand a little bit there. Short again.
Oh.
This time he's gone the reverse, and it is a magnificent shot. It's gone for 4. And Bangladesh are now back on track.
Yeah, great shot by Hussain. He has to take the game on. Not many overs left in Bangladesh innings. Even though Darcy's spinning them quite significantly at times, he's taken that on, and that's a great shot. Risk versus reward, and he's got the reward this time.
It's also resulted in a field change, exactly where that ball was hit. Got himself in position really early there. What's the comeback going to be from short? Here he comes. It's shorter. It's whacked out onto the leg side this time. Again, protection is there, but it's wide enough that the Bangladesh batters are going to come back for 2. Rag back in action.
Always fascinates me with cricketers about, out of all the technology and, you know, beautiful uniforms and stuff they just use, let's just cut up a towel. Yeah, white towel from the hotel.
Yeah, they always look pretty scrappy, don't they? Short again.
Oh, catch it.
It was in the air
Hit him,
for
hit
a
him.
while. It's an
Ooh.
opportunity for a potential run out, but the throw wasn't the best. And applause from the Bangladesh dugout.
A run between the wickets then again by the Bangladesh side. Been pretty impressed with their running between the wickets so far.
Another good over here from short. This time he throws it up on a leg stump line.
Oh, that's silly bowling, I reckon.
It was very close to that leg stump. It'll be interesting to see what the umpire calls here.
I'll be really curious too.
Because if there was nothing
Buys.
on it, he has called buys.
I reckon that is a coat of paint off that leg stump.
I don't know whether short agrees with what was going on. He thought he was going to get a bowled, but there's a little bit of chat, but I think it's all in good spirit. And at the end of Darcy Short's very impressive 4-over spell, he's ended up with 1 for 19. Great job from the skipper. And Bangladesh now only have 3 overs left to add to their 137. So from a very, very strong start, they're now in danger of potentially missing out on getting as many as they could have. And I think the Northern Territory strike, the way they've been going, would now be very confident that they're going to be able to chase down whatever is put in front of them. We have seen, though, there has been more challenging batting seconds, so we'll see what comes of that in this latter half of tonight's game.
Martin coming on for his last over. He's gone none for 14. Hussain's on strike. He's really got to go for it here. 28 off 31. A few overs to go. He's really got to go every ball here. And he has done. So good fielding again by Jake Weatherall down on the boundary.
Positive intent, but only the single. They need to get at least 2 boundaries per over now to get anywhere near the target that they were tracking for.
Yeah. Got batters in the shed. He's got to go for it. Just the 2 from 4, Chowdhury, but he's got to go hard at this one too.
He's thrown this one up.
Well
it's
bowled.
hit the pad. Optimistic appeal, but he'd be happy with the dot. Good bowling there from Martin. They really have pegged back the run rate here now. Chowdhury on strike. He's danced down the wicket.
Oh, opportunity here for short. Oh, probably good decision in the end. All the boundaries on the fielders on the other side are well on the boundary, so
yeah, it's always a decision to make as to whether the run out is worth the risk of an overthrow, and in that case Short has decided it wasn't. He's happy to continue this run of only ones and dots.
Oh, well bowled.
A bit of a Yorker there, kept out.
So good at that, Hamish. His ability to be able to change his delivery when he sees the batsman move. It's a really hard skill to do, but he does it really, really well. A real attribute to his game.
Martin again. Bangladesh in desperate need of a boundary.
Oh, well bowled.
This time it's chopped down to a short fine leg. Sorry, short third man on the ring. And just a single to the tally. So with only one ball remaining, we've only got four runs off this over. Really need to be getting at least 9 or 10, preferably more, off each of the last of the 2 or 3 overs. 167 looking out of reach, that magical number.
Oh, thickest outside edge. Down to Hammond just for a single.
And a terrific over, great set was the phrase used by the NT Strike to describe Martin's 4th over. He's ended up with out a wicket, but a very good spell of bowling. He's got none for 19. And as a result, Bangladesh are 4 for 142, and they only have 12 balls left to add to their score. So they need 2 big overs. We know the NT Strike have got a lot of hitting power.
Interesting, they've gone for pace on again, Steve, for this second last over, bringing Menzies back on for his 4th over, it looks.
Yep, a good show of faith again.
He'll be using every trick in his book. Tommy can actually bowl left and right arm,
Really?
leg spin and off spin.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. I haven't seen him bowl these seamers too much, but
Must have played a lot of backyard cricket.
oh, yes, with his brothers, holy dooly, it was game on, like Donkey Kong in that Menzies family.
Here he comes now. Right arm over this time.
Oh, great bowling.
Yeah, Hussain tried to give himself a little bit of room, but the ball followed him, so it was well bowled by Menzies.
Yeah, it's an interesting shot.
Yeah, there wasn't a huge upside by doing that.
No. Bangladesh here is pretty much free hit every ball here. He's got to swing. Only 4 down, 2 overs to go, or less than now. Chowdhury's just got to swing here. He's got to get something on it.
He's got the build to do so. He looks like he would be a good wood chopper. Powerful trunk. Let's see what he can do. Menzies in. He's bowled wide.
Oh, good shot, great shot.
Offside, and it has been smashed away for a boundary, much needed one.
Beautiful shot.
Bangladesh have got a boundary which we haven't seen a lot of late, but they are still in a strong position with only 4 wickets down, and they can free their arms. That was good batting.
Yep, exactly what Chowdhury's got to do here. Don't let fear and common sense get in the way.
It was good bowling though by Menzies, even though it's resulted in a 4. You could see what he was trying to do, bowling wide, close to the wide line.
I reckon he'll go pace off this ball, Tommy. He's got a good one out of the back of the hand as well, so it'll be interesting what he does here. Oh, he's done it.
Again, he's tried to go that wide line.
Ooh.
Chowdhury has hit both of the last 2 deliveries, which would have been called wide.
Yep, sure has.
First one was a good decision because it went for 4. Second one, maybe not so, because they only go through for 1 run. It's always a bit of a gamble when it's close to that wide line as to what you do. Still been a productive over so far. Still 3 to come. Menzies pondering at the top of his mark. he comes now to Hussain. He again shuffles across. That's a good shout.
It's a good shout.
It's not going to result in a wicket. It will be another run.
But the tallest man getting around Hussain, so might have hit him just fractionally high.
So there's only 8 deliveries left. They're on 149. Early stages they were looking at 180 plus.
Oh.
Now they probably would be happy with something 160 plus, maybe 165, but they need to finish strong here. Menzies.
There it is, out of the back of the hand, and he's picked it up early. That's gone downtown.
And that is just what the doctor ordered, is 6 runs. Bangladesh are going to hopefully have a late flurry if you're a Bangladesh fan.
There's a great shot. Picked it up nice and early, out of the back of the hand from Tommy Menzies.
If they can start the way they finished, they're going to have a very competitive score here. Or if they can finish the way they started even.
Yeah, true.
A beautiful shot. In he comes again. This time it's a slower ball, but it is a full toss.
Well played.
And it's been paddled away for another boundary. Chowdhury doing the job here.
Poor delivery there by Tommy, unfortunately. Big full bunger on the legs. Got dealt with as it should do. Be curious who bowls this last over, Steve, to be fair.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. After 19 overs, Bangladesh 4 for 159. So now they, after those couple of lusty hits, they are a chance of getting 170 plus, which would probably be around par, I would think. But batting first, possibly they would be going in reasonably confident.
It's going to be Andrews bowling the last over. He's got a bit of tap as well. He's got the last over in particular. He got hit for a few boundaries, so he'll have to have his wits about him for this last over.
Hussain belts it hard.
Great
Because it
fielding.
was hit hard, it gave the fielder a chance to keep it to 1. Bangladesh into the 160s with 5 balls remaining.
What's your prediction, Steve? Leg side?
Look,
DXC technology sign over there's in trouble.
yeah, he wouldn't want to bowl it in the slot because it is every chance. Chowdhury in aggressive mood. It's outside off and he's hit the ball hard, but there is protection there. They are not going to get back for the second run. They probably needed to, although it probably would have resulted in a run out. The way things are going, they definitely would prefer Chowdhury on strike. Hussain has struggled the whole time to score at a rapid rate. He looks like he's better suited to 4-day cricket.
He's hit straight very well, so see what he can do here.
This one has been hit hard. He must have heard what I was saying. He said,
Oh, great shot.
stuff you, Steve Dingle. I can hit boundaries. And he's hit an absolute cracker. And it's just what they needed.
Great shot.
He's now almost scoring at a runner ball.
Picked the gaps beautifully tonight, Bangladesh, especially with those boundary balls in particular. Backed himself there. He's got to do it. Wickets in the shed. It's a free hit every shot here. He's got to go for it. Oh.
This time he's going to get a few fortunate runs as he gets an inside edge. It's heading down towards the boundary.
Oh, that'll do.
And it's going to beat the fielder. He's got back-to-back boundaries. One was a bit lucky. The other one was a quality shot. And Bangladesh now are looking at posting a pretty decent score as they move along to 4 for 169 with still 2 balls remaining.
Would have loved to have had a fit Kane Richardson bowling this last over in particular, or the second last.
This one's wide on the wide line, but the batter has whacked it out for a single. It'll bring Chowdhury, the powerful man, on strike for the last ball. Bangladesh fans would love to see a lusty 6 to finish.
I'm going over cover again, I reckon here, Steve. Jai Orman, Hamish Martin on the boundaries out there. I reckon they might be on the trot this one.
Here comes Andrews, last ball of the innings.
Oh,
It's
he's
been
hit straight.
thrown up. He's hit the ball very hard at straight. The fielder's going to cut it off and they're going to get a comfortable 2. It's a good finish from Bangladesh. After a very slow period in the middle, they have finished with 4 for 172, which is a pretty healthy score. We are set for an absolute cracking second half to this game as we watch the highlights.
Yeah, got away with an absolute flyer, didn't they, Steve? Just being able to put poor deliveries away, really. They didn't have to work too hard because there were a few poor deliveries early on, but then Strike were able to pick up a couple of wickets at crucial times to ebb the flow. They were cruising for over 200 easily, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Certainly early stages they were looking for a 200 plus, and then they had the period in the middle where the spin got on top, and then all of a sudden they were looking at 140, and then they've had a little flurry at the end and they've managed to get a really decent score. The NT Strike still are up and about, just watching them coming off now. There's high fives all round as we continue to enjoy the highlights from the first half of this game. A beautiful little paddle. There was a range of shots all around the wicket from Bangladesh. I was particularly impressed with some of the catching of the NT Strike as well. And you can see the scorecard there. Hussain batted slow and steady, but he did the job with 41 of 40 balls. NT Strike bowled really well, particularly the spin bowlers. The economy rate was particularly impressive from Darcy Short, the skipper. And we will look forward to your company when we come back after the break.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
When you move here, it's not just for work, it's for life. Here, culture isn't something you leave behind. It's something you bring with you and share. Great jobs, no long commutes, and weekends that start as soon as Friday ends. From the red desert to the tropical north, this place doesn't just welcome you, it transforms you. Australia's Northern Territory. New boundaries, new territory.
Welcome back to DXC Arena for match 19 of the 2025 Top End T20 Series, sponsored by NT Tourism. And we are in for a treat here this evening as the NT Strike are looking to chase down a very competitive total from Bangladesh after the NT Strike decided to send the opposition in. We threw that around at the start of the game as whether it was going to be the right decision or the wrong decision, and it will end up being whatever happens in the next 20 overs to decide whether indeed it was a smart choice by Darcy Short to do that. He will be out here very shortly along with Jake Weatherall to open the batting. You can see the Manhattan in front of us there, where Bangladesh had a very quiet period in the middle, due mainly to some great spin bowling, including from the skipper, and they had a late flourish as well as a very bright start. And as a result, the NT Strike are requiring 8.65 per over. I welcome back former Australian and Queensland cricketer Megan White.
Yeah, I was just really curious that I saw the DAFA bet. 64% Bangladesh is saying win-lose probability, 64% to Bangladesh. So it's interesting how they factor that in. Does it take into consideration the dew? The dew, I think, is quite heavy now. Started to get quite heavy definitely towards the back end of the first innings. Whether that plays a part.
Yeah, absolutely. You would think that the NT Strike of all the teams in the competition would know the conditions as well as anyone, being predominantly local players or at least players that grew up here and have come back to play. Hassan has the first delivery now.
Ooh.
And it is slapped hard to the fielder on the ring for a dot.
Interesting, they've started off with spin, Steve, whether they've taken note of the turn that was in the wicket, particularly from that end.
Hassan again, short rocks back, plays it into the offside for no run, taking a couple of balls just to take a bit of a look. We know he's a very powerful man. A little bit of a chat between him and the keeper at the moment.
What's happening here? Very passionate, the Bangladesh side.
Looks like there's a little bit of tension there, but I think it's friendly enough. Hassan in again from the northern end. It is whacked away. There's going to be a couple of runs on offer here. NT Strike.
Great shot.
And it's actually gone all the way for 4 runs. Very good timing there from Darcy Short. After a couple of watchful dots, they've got their first boundary and they are none for 4.
Beautiful shot there from Darcy. Timed that perfectly through the gap.
So it'll be interesting to see what the win predictor is, right or wrong, as we see a replay of the shot there. Again, hit through a similar area.
Beautiful.
Not quite as hard this time. They are going to have to run. They're going to consider a third, which is very rare on this ground, and that is fantastic running from the NT Strike opening pair. So yeah, I agreed that the prediction there was probably a little bit high. I would have thought it was a 50-50 contest coming into the second innings here with the firepower. Jake Weatherall, first ball now to Hassan. Taking a little bit of time to make sure that everything's in place, including his gloves.
Oh, crumbs.
Hassan throws it up, the eyes lit up from Weatherall. A big swing and a miss.
Interesting first shot there from Jake. No sider required, just going to try and bump it downtown.
All or nothing so far from the two NT strike openers. This time Hassan throws it up.
Shot.
And Weatherald says, thank you very much. That's right in the slot. And he has smacked it down the field, and they've made a bright start, none for 11.
Yeah, great start from the NT boys. One thing I really like in particular with these two is they're running between wickets. They did a beautiful job last year in the Top End Series. It's something that they do very, very well. So although when they're just hitting boundaries, probably don't need to run too much. So it'd be interesting if they continue on with this flourish of runs that they have off the first over.
Yeah, certainly when they're up and about, these two, the boundaries look small. Mahmood will be the opening bowler from the airport end, so they are going to at least give some seam a go after predominantly seeing spin bowling in the first innings from the NT strike. There was a couple of expensive overs early with the pace, but we also saw some swing as well. So there's definitely something in it with the new ball. Hassan Mahmood comes in. A length delivery, chopped hard into the ground by Darcy Short. There's a ping at the stumps, but it's been well backed up.
You can see all the Bangladesh players out there. Nearly every one of them has a towel on them because of the dew.
Yeah, certainly the towel was very prominent in the first innings. Mahmood to Darcy Short. Hits the pad. It will only result in a single. And Weatherald takes strike after hitting a boundary in the first over. Interesting that Weatherald's still got a towel in his pants as well as a batter. You don't see that very often, hanging out the back like a tail.
Thinks he's going to make a heap of runs, so he needs it from all the sweat.
Yes. Steve Waugh famously had the rag in the
Yeah,
pocket.
sure did.
Mahmood in now. It's
Ooh.
short and it's been pulled away. It's going to be taken. That's a huge wicket for Bangladesh. Weatherald's on his way. And there's continued conversations in the middle between Darcy Short and the Bangladesh. The umpires come in to be a mediator. Potentially there might have been a little comment along the way as we see a replay now.
Unlucky.
Very simple chance. So hopefully whatever tension is out there now is under control. Probably just the competitive juices flowing. And the new batter for the NT strike will be Connor Carroll. They needed to get at least one early wicket, Bangladesh. They would have been in a lot of trouble if we had both these boys hanging around for more than the power play.
Into this game, Bangladesh, they're really onto everything here. Very passionate. I want to win. I think they're sitting second from the bottom, so they'll want to string along a couple of wins here to try. I think mathematically they can potentially make it into finals, but they need to win every game from here.
They're a big chance tonight. In comes Mahmood. This one is length and a little bit wide, and it's
the old spin.
It has caused a little bit of confusion down there on the boundary. It probably should have been taken, but the old second bounce spin.
It's cruel sometimes.
It is cruel. It's easy from here, but We've seen that many times on cricket fields around the world. It can get the best of them, and as a result, the strike move on to 1 for 16 off only 10 balls. So a positive start with the exception of that early wicket. Still evenly poised. Bright start for Carroll. This time it's more of an off-stump line and it's carefully played. Didn't have the extra width there. So as a local, you're still reasonably confident in the NT strike getting up, Megan, if you had to make your own win predictor?
Of course. Always going to back the NT. Even if they don't get over the line, they're going to fight to the end. Got the likes of Matt Hammond and Hamish Martin who have already done that for the NT, got them over the line. So, there's a good delivery.
Very well bowled from a mood, and as often happens when you bowl a delivery, his follow through was a little bit longer. Made a little bit of eye contact there, all good fun and banter. And he's finished a very productive first over. He has the figures of 1 for 4 after 1 over. Refer to you as a local, Megan, but obviously you've moved around a fair bit with your own cricket, playing cricket for Queensland and for Victoria, but I had a chat to you earlier and you definitely still regard yourself as a Queenslander.
I think technically I've done I think maybe 11 or 12 years up here in the NT, so I think 10 years constitutes a local, but there's a few other things I've got to tick off too. I haven't caught a metre barrier yet, which I'm desperate. I've got close to, but haven't caught a metre yet, so I don't technically think I can call myself a Territorian until I've done that.
Dual passports maybe.
Yep.
Oh, this one's being hit high. The wicketkeeper is under it.
Oh!
And he's taken it.
I wasn't convinced either.
Darcy
Jeez.
Short is on his way. He looks like he wants to engage. He's not very happy. He has to make his way off. The Bangladesh, as you would expect, are very, very happy. And it is not a good result for the NT strike because they've lost the skipper. As we watch the replay, the wicketkeeper looked a little bit jittery.
Oh dear. It's a good delivery, to be fair. It was there to hit also for Darcy with the power play still in and fielding restrictions on. Did have to go for it, but yeah, just got a bit high on him, I think. I thought he was a chance there. I wasn't convinced the keeper was super confident underneath that. But it's brought about the wicket. Good change there for the skipper for Bangladesh. I think Yipon in his first over. I think his second delivery, was it? Oh, his first delivery. Beautiful. Great start for him. He's got a good bit of pace on him too. I saw him warming up at the start and I thought, yep, he's got some jets. Got young Sam Elder in for the NT now. Another young junior pathway player for the NT.
Originally scheduled to come in at number 5. He's come in ahead of Jordan Silk.
Maybe the NT coach seen a good opportunity to get some of these other batters in there to have a bit of an opportunity.
That one slides down the leg side from Mondal for a wide. Yeah, fantastic opportunity for two young cricketers here in this situation. 2 early wickets.
Up and about Bangladesh, aren't they, Steve?
They sure are.
It's very loud out there. Lots of encouragement. Good energy.
Mondal in now from the northern end. This one's length. Elder gets right in behind it. Happy to settle in. Definitely the volume has gone up out there in the middle. You can hear it from here.
Sure can.
So they started well with the bat and now they've started well with the ball. in the early overs of the power play. Mondle this time slides a length delivery onto the hip of Elder, and they will get through for a single.
Good over so far from Mondle. Wicket off his first ball of Darcy Short. Be pretty wrapped with that. Already early into this NT strike batting order.
Run rate required, and the gap with the current rate is starting to widen. Mondle in now to Carroll. Carroll slaps it down to a regulation point position.
Played that late. Connor Carroll staying a little bit low, a little bit, just getting through maybe.
So with only 8 balls left in the power play, they are in that usual dilemma that we speak about, where we do need to make the most of it, but at the same time we probably don't want to lose another wicket during this 4-over power play situation.
Oh, bowling.
And that is a beautiful delivery from Mondle. Fair bit of angle, but possibly also a little bit off the deck.
Keeper's got a towel rag as well. It looks like a good piece of towel from the from the hotel. Another good one there as well.
I'm not sure the hotel's going to be too happy. They've lost a fair few by the looks
It
of
looks
it.
like it.
Just thrown in a little kit bag.
Yep.
Mondle in again.
Yeah,
This
well
time
played.
It's chopped beautifully back behind square. That's going to be going all the way for 4 runs.
Good hands there from Carroll.
Beautiful shot. Hasn't been a lot of boundaries so far. They needed that one. And now after 3 overs, the NT strike are 2 for 22. Shout out to Richie.
Love it. Yeah, good hands there from Connor Carroll. It's played it nice and late. It looks like it's getting through a little bit. Came onto him a bit quicker than what he anticipated potentially, but he's played that really well. It's raced down to the boundary.
So still just the 2 fielders out with the power play, of course. They would really be looking to get at least 10, preferably more, off this over to make the most of the situation. Ahmed is the new bowler for Bangladesh.
Gone with seam again, Steve. Oh.
Pretty good delivery, but it has sliced away. They are going to be able to get at least 1 run. There's a bit of hesitation here, but they have got back for a second run. A little bit of debate there from the Bangladesh boys as to who should have been doing what. Plenty of passion out there.
Good running in the end by the NT. Probably could have made that easily. Committed to the 2 early, but they got there in the end.
In comes Ahmed now. He goes short.
Oh, no.
It's gone high in the air again. The wicketkeeper has got back-to-back catches. This time he's taken it much more comfortably. He gives the ball a kiss. And the NT strike are now in a fair bit of strife, losing their 3rd wicket for only 24 runs.
Just got it a little bit quick onto Sam Elder as well, Steve. Just getting through. Coming onto the batsman a bit quicker than I think than what they're anticipating. The man with the literal golden gloves, the keeper, has got some bling bling on those gloves. He's caught another pretty high catch in the end. He's done well.
Yeah, certainly a lot of similarities to the Darcy Short dismissal. Possibly the ball skidding on a little bit quicker than he expected. And Bangladesh well on top here at DXC.
New batter to the crease. I mean, you can't get much more experience than this fellow, Steve. Jordan Silk.
Yeah, it's pretty handy having him come in at this stage in this sort of situation. Been here many times before. More than capable of getting a big score and taking the NT strike extremely close to this target. Ahmed to Silk. Watchfully played into the offside.
Got a beautiful seam, Ahmed, just perfectly bolt upright, giving the ball every opportunity to do something off the wicket.
Yeah, this early stage, the seamers from Bangladesh have bowled much better areas than the NT strike seamers did. In he comes again to Silk. This time he's got the opportunity to free his arms a little bit, but he hasn't made very good contact and no run. So definitely an opportunity to consolidate here. Experienced campaigner coming to the crease in Jordan Silk.
Connor Carroll also more than capable to take the game away. He's definitely got the talent and the skill. Shot.
That is smashed away, and absolutely no doubt about that. That's probably put a dent in one of the pickets down there. It has travelled very quickly for 4 runs. Don't bowl there.
No.
Desperately needed that boundary with the run rate climbing at this early stage. As we watch the replay, beautifully still at the crease. Great rotation. It's been a good over so far, with the exception of the boundary, which was probably just a fraction short. This time he's got the ability to free the arms, but it's well cut off just forward a point. And at the end of a productive over from Ahmed, he has 1 for 6 with that early wicket, and the NT strike at the end of the power play are 3 for 28.
Yeah, the wickets there are the real killer, aren't they, Steve? Losing 3 within that first 4 overs is always going to be hard to come back from, with 86% now saying Bangladesh to win this game. NT are going to have to work extremely hard to get over the line. And then again, the decision to bowl first maybe come back to haunt the team.
Carroll will be on strike, and he will be facing Hassan. His first over for the evening. He throws that up. It's paddled out to the leg side for an easy single. Nice work from Carroll. Settled in quite nicely. 9 off his first 7.
I think the standings as they are at this stage, NT striker sitting second. Needed to win this game tonight to potentially go to the top of the table.
Beautiful little paddle around the corner there from Silk.
But I think that would be the furthest from their mind at this stage.
Yeah, they have been right up there with the Chicago Kingsmen winning today. They took that top position. They'd be very keen to get it back. Positive start here from Hassan.
Oh,
just leaving the batsman there. It was in the air for a long time. There was a few squeals and shouts from the Bangladesh fielders, but it has landed safely.
Reading it off the wicket, I think then Jordan Silk. He had softer hands, didn't carry all the way to the fieldsman. So, lots of finger pointing happening out there.
Left-handed Carroll on strike. He plays cautiously to a good delivery from Hassan. Field spread, plenty of twos on offer. This time it's a shorter delivery and it's punched out into the outfield, but there's no chance of a two on this occasion. Not looking to take a lot of risks at this stage, which is probably understandable with the 3 wickets down.
Yeah, really important to build a partnership here. Get the NT strikes, innings, their ability to take it long.
Hassan for his last delivery and respectfully played to bring the end of Hassan's first over. Only 5 off it, which is below the required run rate. And after 5 overs, the NT strike are 3 for 33. Positive start for the Bangladesh bowlers. Some very good economy rates, particularly down the bottom in their first over for Mondal, Ahmed. Carroll on strike. Whacks the ball into the leg side. There is protection out there, so they will just get a single. Hassan into his second over. And Jordan Silk, the dangerous Jordan Silk on strike. He dances down the wicket this time, but then cautiously paddles it back to the bowler. Adjusted well. This time Hassan angles in at the pads, and Silk comfortably pushes it out to the leg side to bring Carroll on strike.
Good singles here by the NT side. He's got to build on this now.
So you'd expect this to continue for the next 2 or 3 overs at least, just to consolidate. This one's dropped short and it's worked into the gap. There's a good chance of 2 here, but they've turned it down. The ball been thrown into the deck. And just 1 run again. Brings Silk back on strike, who definitely has the capacity to hit the boundaries. This time he goes reverse, but it misses out. Another economical over here from Hassan. Run rate climbing, what Silk can do. This time it's thrown up and it's driven hard down the ground for another easy single. Low risk batting here. And at the end of the 6th over, the NT strike are 3 for 37. Really good consistent lines here from the spinners. Choosing not to have a significant amount of variety. And you can see here the Manhattan shows how well Bangladesh did in the back end of their innings. and how conservative the NT Strike have had to go after losing those early wickets.
Gone downtown, Jordan Silk. Just get the single.
It was well struck. It's encouraging signs for a big innings.
That Manhattan really sticks out, doesn't it, Steve? That second and third over in particular. I think it was 20 and 21 runs off the second and third over. That's what really put Bangladesh in a great position.
This one's slapped away. They're going to look at two. They're going to come back. It could be close if it's a good throw.
Great running.
And it's excellent running. I think that's the key. The singles are coming very easily. The next step is to introduce some twos into the mix. The Bangladesh fielders are quite athletic, but at the same time there's plenty of gaps out there.
Yeah, both batters knew straight away then that there was two. Great running.
San again is paddled away for another easy single as the conservative approach continues.
Doing well, these two batsmen. Just got to keep persevering. We noticed last night, even with a slow start in an innings and how quickly things can change a couple of overs.
This time Hassan throws it up a little bit more, enticing the big hit. It was in the air for a while, but again it's a similar result with a single. Good bowling there from Hassan, trying to squeeze out a more aggressive shot to pick up the wicket, but it was a well-controlled hit. Hassan again, this time he doesn't throw it up as much, and it's chopped out to the boundary for another single. 6 off the over so far. NT Strike would dearly love to finish with a boundary to make it a big over. Hard and straight is an option. He rocks back and paddles it into a gap. No chance of a two this time. And they consider an overthrow, but smartly decide against it. They've scored off every delivery, which is a positive for the NT Strike there, with 7 runs off that over. No dot balls. And now the NT Strike after 7 overs are 3 for 44.
You can really see the Bangladesh fieldsmen really working on that ball between each delivery, don't you, Steve? It really playing a part. Could potentially affect their bowling. Hopefully play a few loose deliveries, get a few boundaries for the NT side and get them back into a more winning position.
Hassan about to begin his 3rd over. Hasn't got a wicket just yet.
Shot for none.
It is a very good shot for none, particularly considering the ball was heading towards middle peg.
Yeah.
But he's got enough confidence that doesn't bother him. He just backs himself to hit the ball. But it is the first dot for a while. Run rate now has got up above the 10 mark, which is difficult to sustain over a long period of time. Hassan bowls stump to stump this time. Silk unable to free the arms, and it is back-to-back dots.
Yeah, bowling really well here, the Bangladesh bowlers. The batsmen just can't, as you say, Steve, just can't free the arms. There's no loose deliveries. Oh.
Again, no width, bowled at the pads.
The two here.
And they've got back comfortably. The throw was wide. No runs to the batters, but it's 2 to the score, which they'd be very happy about. Two leg buys to the score.
Got to work hard this over. Need to get a few more runs off it.
This time
Oh,
reverse
nice.
comes back into play. It's a beautiful shot.
Great shot.
Competition between the fielder and the ball, and the
Yes.
ball's going to win. Beautiful shot from Silk. That'll bring up the 50 for the NT strike. Momentum starting to go a little bit back their way after a difficult start to navigate.
Brilliantly played there from Jordan. Oh, it's a lovely shot.
Yeah, quality cricket. Well bowled again from Hassan. This time not giving the room to enable that reverse. A little bit more time in the towel after the ball spent.
Yep.
The second last ball on the deck. Hassan throws this one up. It's hit out into the leg side, and they're going to come back for two. Smart batting from the NT strike. At the end of Hassan's over, he now has none for 21, and the NT strike recovering from their early troubles to be 3 for 52 at the end of the 8th over.
Doing well here. The two NT boys working away. Just got to be patient. Although their plans look pretty clear at the moment. Really great running between wickets, but the Bangladesh bowlers are just bowling such great lines and lengths and variations, changing it up. Skipper's doing a great job with his fielders as well, making it extremely hard for the NT strike.
Ahmed from the northern end.
Ooh.
Hit straight to a fielder, but they're quick enough to get through. The ball was hit hard. Made it a bit difficult for Alarm there in the field. Had to concentrate on a little bit of self-preservation as well as trying to stop the run because the ball was hit very firmly.
Still good chat between the Bangladeshians on the field. Lots of energy in the field. But the NT boys, we want to get on top of that. It's when they start going quiet, when you know you're getting on top.
Ahmed bowls wide on the wide line. Silk is happy to oblige.
Would have been a wide, I think.
I think he's disappointed with himself
I
there.
think he is too.
Just takes a moment, goes for a little wander just to ponder how he's going, a little bit of self-assessment. Reasonably conservative start by his standards, but he's doing a great job for his team after 3 early wickets. Ahmed in now, and
shot.
That is the power that we know. That has gone
That's
well
a great
over.
shot. That's one-handed.
That was like a tennis shot.
That's unbelievable. That's gone out to the back nets.
And that is fantastic camera work as you saw
Yeah.
the ball go into the nets. It looked like a mini golf hole. It was pinging around. And that is 6 runs, and it's just what the NT strike needed. So we look at the replay now.
One-handed, I love it.
Combination of multiple sports.
It's gone, hit the Kane Richardson door, past the Darcy Short door, and then down towards the back turf nets.
And that relieves a little bit of pressure. The run rate was climbing. Also gives the batters an opportunity to have a little bit of a mid-over conference. As we have a look at some of the scenes that are happening here at this beautiful stadium in Darwin. NT Tourism, I've said a couple of times this week, I reckon they've got a very easy job because this is an unbelievable place As a Melburnian, I love Victoria and I love Melbourne, but I am seriously considering trying to find a way of spending a lot more time up here.
You say that now, we'll wait till October, November. Build up time, might change your mind, Steve.
Plan your holidays for this time of year.
Yep, definitely. Ooh.
This time it's chopped down.
Yes, great awareness there by Carol, good call.
And they've got through for a single. NT Strike now starting to wrestle back the momentum in this game. Run rate required has come down under 10, which is fantastic for them. Carol's doing a great job here, along with Silk. The partnership that they desperately needed.
Just got to think that one of these players has got to take this game deep. The rest of the team bat around them.
This time it strikes the pad for no run.
It's quite cool tonight. From Melbourne, you're probably like telling me I'm mad, but for a Territorian, it is quite cool. Second coldest day today for this winter. I think it was 11 out at where I work, but yeah, it's definitely temperatures dropping tonight.
Yep, it was a beautiful 30 odd degrees I think during the day today.
Brr.
In comes Ahmed.
Oh.
Carroll tries to give himself some room and he
really
plays
did.
and misses. Has another practice shot afterwards. A little bit of frustration in that second go at it. He's probably feeling a little bit of pressure after Silk smacked the last one previously for 6.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
And after 9 overs, the NT Strike now starting to get themselves in a much stronger position at 3 for 60. Scorecard looking much healthier than it was earlier.
Yeah, good partnership. That's for sure. Just what the NT Strike needed. Just got to keep going on with it now.
Only the 4 extras you can see there too, which is an improvement on what we saw earlier when the NT Strike were bowling. A reverse has come back into play here.
Well fielded as well, but I think it's going to trickle over still. And that hasn't.
A good combination there between the 2 Bangladesh fielders. The one on the ring slowing it down, and the fella on the ring, on the boundary, has managed to clean up the second stage. So a good effort from the Bangladesh fielders. Too far away to tell who they are, but well done, boys. Hassan. This time it's wide of the off stump, and they're through for another single.
Good running.
Running between the wickets has been very good so far from the Strike. Needs to be when you're chasing a big total.
Run rate, as you say, Steve, is really climbing up, that's for sure. Just over 10 runs and over required. Run rate still going run a ball, but it's just not quite. Oh, that'll help though.
That is one of the bigger ones that we've seen.
Lovely shot. Great shot by Jordan Silk.
That is huge. We saw a large 6 earlier that went into the Pint Club, and that one I would think has probably matched or exceeded it. And the NT Strike now have got that run rate back down under 10, which is good news for NT Strike fans.
Yeah, great shot there. Got what it deserved as well. Tossed it up. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, it would have been 6 on most grounds, that one.
Actually, it's Connor Carroll that hit that. It's a lovely shot. He's hit quite a few into that, the back of the NT Cricket offices and Pint Club. He's not... It's not his first time that he's been hit a few 6s in that area.
Yeah, he's got some good power. And Hassan is now finding himself with some relatively expensive figures.
Looks like they're changing the ball. I wonder if they couldn't find that one.
There's every chance it went a long way.
It did. Or they're changing it because of dew, potentially? I'm not sure. Interesting.
Maybe the damage done. It might have, who knows what it smashed into back
or
there.
Or stuck up on the roof still.
taking their time to decide which ball. Important decision, trying to work out how old the ball should be, considering we've been out here for 9.3 overs. A lot of factors to consider. I'm sure both teams would probably choose a different ball. They wouldn't necessarily agree if they had some input, but the umpires have made the choice.
Yeah, be curious what's happened there, whether they lost it or they've changed it for some other reason. I actually didn't see it come back, did you?
No, I don't think it did. I think it's gone.
Gone.
Maybe the kids might pick it up later on.
Yep.
Hassan.
Oh.
Good bowling, really.
Yeah, great
inside
ball.
the wide line. Ball stayed a little bit low. It's going to be a long over, though, with that delay in the middle.
Oh, it's played. Oh.
Again, he's tried to use width to his advantage, but has overcorrected. And he'll have to re-bowl that one. Hassan again.
Oh.
And no wide call. That would have been close call again. It's always confusing for the umpire to work out
The switch hit.
when they switch hit as to whether it is a wide or not, because you forget which one is the leg side and which one's the offside.
Oh.
And again, a similar type shot. And Hassan has safely exited this over after a very expensive middle part. And he's ended up with the figures of none for 31 off 4 overs. And the NT strike at the halfway mark now are 3 for 70. And it's a perfect time to have a look at the worm. And you can see there that over recent times it is heading the right direction and catching up to the Bangladesh worm. Losing the wickets along the way for Bangladesh slowed them up, whereas during this period between 4 overs onwards, they've managed to claw back the gap. So a perfect little worm there to demonstrate what's happening out there today. So just over 100 runs off 10 overs. NT strike right back in this game now as Mahmood has bowled a full delivery.
Down leg side for sure.
A fair bit of enthusiasm out in the middle, but not shared by the umpire. And correctly called by Megan as going down leg side.
Very much gone down leg side.
Easy decision for the umpire.
Yeah. I know the Bangladesh side, they like a good shout. Don't we all? Yep. Got to ask the question. That is true.
Yep. Sometimes you can overdo it, but I don't think they have tonight. They've been spirited, they've been enthusiastic.
Oh, cricket, the wickets have been pretty obvious.
Yeah. Mahmood comes in. This one's on the leg peg.
Ooh,
It's
opportunity
whacked
here.
away.
Hit. Oh.
I think a direct hit would have had them in trouble.
Good fielding.
And it was a great quick pick up and a fast throw. Hands on their head, now hands on the knee. So much disappointment, but it was very well fielded.
Really well fielded. Pick up and throw in the one action. Really well done. Oh.
And you can see the emotion there from Hassan, who did a great job. Here comes Mahmood again. That is hit very, very hard. That is going to go for 4 runs.
Possibility of a catch there, but geez, it would have been an absolute blinder if he did take it.
That is great batting from Silk. He has absolutely timed that perfectly. Heading out towards the top end T20 signage. And NT Strike are getting himself in a strong position to give this target a real crack.
Gave himself a bit of room, didn't he? Backed away, punched it over cover. Beautiful shot there by Jordan Silk.
This time Hassan bowls a fuller ball. It's over pitched. It's hit hard. They are considering the second, but wisely chose not to. A fast throw coming in from the outfield. Delicately poised this game now.
Yep, really is.
It's going to be fascinating to see what happens over the next few overs. Carroll and Silk look well in control at the moment, matching the aggression with common sense. Mahmood bowls short this time.
Well bowled. Well watched by Carroll.
Yeah, that was smart batting. You don't like to leave balls alone in this format, but I think that was a good decision.
Yeah.
They're scoring at a decent enough clip to not take too many silly risks, and that was well left. Just held up in the wicket a little bit. Mahmood again, last ball of his second over. It's a full delivery, and it has been absolutely smacked. For 4 runs. A productive over for the NT strike. And after 11 overs, they're now 3 for 81, and they're back in this game.
Love a good shot straight back over the bowler's head. Nothing better. Nothing you can do about it as a bowler, because you're definitely never going to have protection straight behind you.
Yeah, that's right. Even if the long on and the long off were particularly straight, that would not have been taken by anybody.
No.
So that would have been 4 regardless.
That's a great shot.
Fantastic partnership here by the NT strike. Got themselves back in this game.
Definitely giving themselves every opportunity here.
Looks like a change in the bowling. Mondale is coming on after bowling an over earlier.
Oh.
It's a full ball. It's probably just clipped the toe or the edge of the shoe to save it being a wide. Definitely not out LBW despite the shouts from the Bangladesh.
And Jordan's probably wishing he got a little bit more shoe or pad onto that. Would have raced away to the boundary, I think, with no one on the boundary down there.
Yep, just the short, fine leg there. It would have been to the right of that fielder if he had got something on it.
Yep.
Mondale again. This time
shot.
It's gone straight again. This time it hasn't been hit as powerfully as the previous one. They come back for 2.
Great fielding.
Great fielding from Hassan. A great slide right in front of us.
It's one bonus about the dew. Get a good slide.
Yes, a nice little skid there. $90 runs from 52 balls is the equation. And they're looking like they are every chance now after a fantastic partnership here between Silk and Carroll.
Oh, well bowled.
Full delivery. Difficult to get that to the boundary. They'd be satisfied with a 1. Carroll back on strike. It's been a good inning so far, the highlight being the massive 6 that we saw over the pavilion.
Don't know which one was better, Jordan Silk's one-hander or Connor Carroll over
It's a tough choice, isn't it?
over the dressing rooms here at NT Cricket.
They're both going to be in the highlights package.
Yep.
Mondale. It's another full delivery.
Oh, shot.
It's been smashed away again. That's going to go all the way for 4 runs.
Gave himself a bit of room there again, did Carroll. and threw his hands out wide. Whether the batsman saw him giving himself some room and tried to push it out so he couldn't get his arms free, but just played nicely into his wheelhouse. That'll do.
Yeah, looks even better on the replay. Great shot there from Carroll.
Few more boundaries happening now, Steve.
Mondle again, it's another full
Shot!
toss. You do not want to be bowling full tosses, and that is the result. It has gone bang, bang, bang on the roof. Again, excellent camera work. Fantastic batting. The NT Strike are now starting to take control of these middle overs.
I reckon that's another lost ball for sure.
I reckon even if they find it, they're not going to be able to use it again because it has smashed into the roof about 4 times and would have a fair few chunks of leather out of it. So fair to say that we'll have another new ball. The 3rd ball for this innings.
Yep.
Good opportunity for the batters to take a little bit of a hydration break as we watch that one again. Bang, bang,
bottom hand
bang,
comes through.
Bang.
It's a great shot there by Carroll. Wasn't the easiest to get away either. It was quite low at the point of contact, but that bottom hand just comes through. He's got a good stick, sounds like.
Yep. Looks like he could play some decent baseball as well.
Yep.
So it's been a productive over here from the NT Strike. Already 13 off it. After Mondle bowled a quite economical first over, he's taken a little bit of stick in this one. They're still looking over in the direction of where the ball went, so they probably haven't given up hope of finding it just yet.
Some nice cookers getting around.
There is.
It's like when you work near a golf course, which is the case here at NT Cricket. There's always a few golf balls on the boundary. Or you can go for a walk in the morning. So
yep.
Tomorrow morning there'll be a few kookaburras getting around, I would think.
Yes. Very expensive, those cricket balls too.
Yes, not the bird variety, the ball variety.
Yes. I think we saw kookaburras last time we were together on air.
We did.
The bird variety I'm talking about.
The bird variety, yes.
Yep. Covering all topics here at DXC tonight.
That's how we roll.
In the extra little drinks break that has come about after that massive 6. Carroll batting extremely well here, along with Silk. Run rate has come back down under 10, as in required run rate. The current run rate is getting up nearly above 8.
Shot.
It is absolutely smashed again.
That's a great shot by Carroll.
Given the boundary rider absolutely no chance there, and Carroll is seeing them like beach balls now. And that has brought to the end of the over to Mondle's relief. He now has 2 overs, 1 for 23 after a pretty good first over. It's going to be interesting to see what they do from that end next over. 12 overs, NT Strike are 3 for 98.
Really good batting here from Carroll. Came in at a really difficult time. Lost the wicket of Sam Elder when he was out there. Could have easily gotten a bit frustrated, especially previous overs, tried to reverse and trying to get the ball away for boundaries, but he stayed patient and hopefully he'll reap the rewards now.
Reverse this time.
Oh.
No run. Hassan has bowled a couple of tidy overs here. Momentum has shifted though, so he's going to have to really claw back the strike here. Win predicted now in favour of the NT Strike.
Oh. Well bowled then. I think he saw Jordan Silk coming down the wicket at him and just darted it into the legs. Wasn't be able to, so he could get that away. Really well bowled.
And equally well played by Silk, able to adjust mid-shot. He's done that a couple of times tonight. In comes Hassan again. This time it's leg side line, and he's also overstepped. So that's good news for the NT Strike. They will now get a free hit. A little bit of discussion as to where the foot was. The umpire demonstrates that yes, it was indeed over the line.
Not happy about it either. No one likes to get a free hit, it's true.
Let's see what they can do here. It's full, it's slapped away, square of the wicket, bottom edge, and only the one run, so not a lot of damage done there. I think it possibly was a little bit of pace off there. So other than no ball, there has been a pretty good over.
Yeah, great over.
Here comes Hassan again.
Shot. Get
It's
over.
hit very hard. An athletic attempt on the boundary
Great
there, but it's
effort.
gone all the way for 6 runs.
That's a great effort on the boundary.
NT Strike powering along now. The run rate required has come all the way down to 9. After being in trouble early and looking like the target was out of reach, all of a sudden now they're looking like they're a big show.
Umpire's called that 4, but
Look like
thought-
6 from here.
I
Let's
look
have
like
a look at
6,
the
yeah.
replay.
oh, it's a bit hard to tell.
Still look like
Yeah.
6 to me, but it's a bit blurry, so we'll have to... We've still got the replay showing there.
Might have just been short. It's a bit hard to tell, but
Very hard to tell. Maybe they got some indication from the people in the crowd close by who had a better look at it.
yep.
So, in them we trust. Great to have so many people here watching tonight. This one's short,
Oh, no.
and we have a stumping.
the
just
Golden
the
Gloves.
Wicket that we needed from a Bangladesh point of view.
Golden Gloves has struck again.
He's been in the action tonight with 2 catches already, and now he's found himself a stumping. Excitement galore out in the middle. Bangladesh were starting to flounder a little bit with the power hitting of those 2 boys. It's a fantastic partnership, has come to an end. As we watch a replay,
Yeah, really darted it in, didn't he? Maybe predicted Carroll was going to go downtown at him. Darted it in. Really well done there by the bowler. Really well done by the Golden Glove man himself, the keeper. Unfortunate for Connor Carroll, he did the hard work. He just started to really get a wriggle on, didn't he, Steve? He looked really, really good. Hit a couple of beautiful boundaries, 6s in particular. Great partnership between Jordan Silk and Connor Carroll.
yeah, beautiful batting. He was disappointed to get out, but it was a fantastic knock. It's set up his team to have a big chance of winning this game. Andrews is the new batter. Run rate still under 10, which is doable with the batting strength of the NT Strike. Ahmed is the new bowler. It has slid down the leg side. They've given a shout, probably more so to try and convince the umpire that it's hit something, but they have not managed to convince him, and it is a wide.
If only it was that easy.
Yeah, it was good acting, but no Logie there. Ahmed again from the airport end. This time he goes
Shot.
the complete other side. It's wide and it's been smashed away.
Great
A
fielding.
slide out there has cut it off. They are going to come back again.
Great fielding. Great running between the wickets too.
Good cricket all round.
Yeah, beautiful.
Fantastic work from Hassan out there.
I reckon Jordan Silk then will be a bit dirty. He didn't get that away then, to be honest. He absolutely smoked that. But still managed to run 3, which is great running.
It has brought Andrews on strike for his first delivery as he takes guard, the left-hander. Quite a few left-handers in this lineup. He shuffles across and gets an easy single on the leg side to get himself off the mark.
Needs another innings that he played. Can't remember what game it was for Big Bash last year. Came in and absolutely belted them. Be lovely to see that again tonight from Tommy Andrews.
Yeah, he's definitely up to the level. A little bit of chat out there from Bangladesh about the field. They've managed to settle on an agreed approach as Ahmed comes in. This time it's full and a little bit of a purchase on the seam to slow it down a touch. And again, well fielded, the Bangladesh up and about in the field.
Gone a little bit quiet, the Bangladesh fielders. You can hear some of the coaches from the boundary going, come on boys, keep the energy going.
Yep, you'd like to think you could sustain it for 20 overs. Only the short format of the game. It's a full
Well
ball.
bowled.
Hit hard to the fielder on the ring.
Really well bowled.
And as a result, no run. Ahmed bowling well here. Only 2 balls left in his third over. Looking to bowl a couple of dots or maybe a couple of singles to keep that economy rate down. Run rate still just under 10 and over. Ahmed to Silk.
Well bowled again.
Silk whacks it hard into the leg side vacant area. He's come back for a
Great
2.
running.
An excellent running again from Silk and Andrews.
Great bowling by Ahmed. Great change-ups. Change of pace. He's bowling really, really well here.
Been a really disciplined bowling effort here from Bangladesh. They've bowled some good areas. Recent overs they've started to introduce the change of pace. They've also tried to use that wide line, bowl a few balls wide of the batters.
Yeah, the execution tonight, especially with the batters going down, giving themselves room, trying to free up their arms, have just been able to adapt and adjust. As mentioned, Ahmed, just variations. It's just been bowling really, really well this evening. And again,
a really good delivery. Be happy with a single to close out the over. He's only gone for 22 runs off his 3 overs and picked up a wicket. So after 14 overs, the NT strike are 4 for 114. And again, the game is still evenly poised. Still with 6 wickets in hand, it means they can be aggressive with their batting.
59 from 36.
Around the 10 over mark, 10 and over mark, which is very doable in modern day cricket, particularly when you've got Jordan Silk out there at 48 off 40, and Andrews is new to the crease. This has been absolutely
could be in trouble here.
Aggressively hit, but it's been caught.
Great catch on the boundary, and it is the wicket of Jordan Silk.
It is a huge wicket.
It is a massive wicket.
I automatically assumed that was going to go for a 6 just because of the power that he has, but he didn't quite get it, and it was a comfortable catch on the boundary, and we will certainly look back on that moment as a significant one in the game, because that goes for 6, and all of a sudden the NT strike are on top, but as a result now Bangladesh have got their tails up.
Yeah, makes it super hard for the NT now with 2 new batters to the crease. Looks like Matt Hammond coming out to face the music.
Yeah, certainly with Jordan Silk at the crease, you would back the NT strike to win and get the 10 required per over. But now that he is gone, you're absolutely spot on there, Megan, in that we have 2 fresh batters at the crease, and scoring 10 and over under these circumstances against some really good bowling.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? They're bowling exceptionally well, Bangladesh.
There hasn't been too many loose deliveries.
Oh, that'll...
As you can tell from the excitement, very close to another wicket there.
Hamo got him over the line a couple of games ago. Hopefully he can do the same tonight.
Hassan this time drags it down.
So 8.
And they'll probably deal in singles for a little while, just until they get used to the conditions. Or you think they might go straight away?
I don't know. I think both of these batsmen, if the ball's there to hit, they're going to hit it. I don't think they're going to let...
Surely a couple of balls.
I'm not sure.
No, if it's there, they'll go?
I think so.
All right.
I really do.
I hope you're right, because it'll be entertaining. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be a risk because they're bowling well.
Oh.
Again, well bowled by Hassan. I think he'd be quite happy for them to take an aggressive approach. He's going to be a chance of adding to his already productive 2 for 21. He's thrown this one up. Down the ground, they've got at least one, and they'll have to be satisfied with that. So just the 2 runs off this over. It's going to make a significant impact on that required run rate.
The wicket's a big one for me, Steve. It's not many runs off the over, but the wicket with that first ball of Jordan Silk has really...
It slowed him up.
It has, yep. Oh.
Again, he has gone big, but it's a good delivery. If you're not far away from the off peg there, that's a really productive over from Hassan. He's finished up with very impressive figures of 2 for 22. And the rate required now is blown out to 11.4. We have another look at the Manhattan here, and you can see how well Bangladesh finished with 1 over of 17 and another one of 13. There was a couple of quiet overs there as well, but it's going to be a difficult task from here. The win predictor is now back in favour of Bangladesh, as you would expect, after a brilliant over that we just witnessed.
Yeah, really got him back in the mix, didn't it, Steve? It's great over, wicket first ball, and then 3 runs from it. Shot.
That is hit hard, but there is protection out there. A little bit of a fumble, but it's not going to cost them. Just the 1 run to the score. Boundaries required now. Run rate's blown out to virtually 2 runs per ball now at 12 and over. Mondal, like his teammates, has bowled really well tonight. A very impressive economy rate.
Hamo's going to have a crack here, I reckon. Get him back. Get the team back in a winning position.
He has gone bang.
High in the bat.
Hasn't got a hold of it though, and they are going to have to be satisfied with a single. It was an aggressive approach as predicted from Megan, but not the outcome they were looking for. There's still 4 balls left in this over to find the boundary. As we said, 2 new batters at the crease makes it challenging. Massive wicket of Silk going not long ago.
I reckon Andrews is going to have a crack here too.
Mondal to Andrews. He swung hard. That is beautifully
Great
struck.
shot.
That is 1 bounce and over the rope for 4 runs. And the NT strike are right in this game.
Beautiful shot there by Andrews. Straight down the ground. Fieldsman up. Boundary exposed. And he's hit that beautifully.
Yeah, he didn't try and overhit it. He just waited on it. Relied on his timing. If we watch the replay there.
Lovely.
Kept his head over the ball. This time it's a short ball. Possibly a slower ball bouncer.
It looked like it.
Very well bowled.
Pretty high, I suppose. Thought it might have been a wide, but maybe not. It's a bit hard to see.
It was a great delivery nonetheless.
Dot ball.
Good comeback after being smacked over your head.
True.
Figures of 1 for 29 off his 2.4. He'll be looking to he's had a false start. So he goes back and has a rethink. Run rate required after that boundary has brought it down a little bit. We need at least another boundary from an NT strike point of view this over. It's a full toss. It's been hit hard. Probably an opportunity missed there. Just the one run. There is a fair bit of protection out there on the offside though.
Hamo's going to be targeting this mid-off boundary here. Fielder's up. Oh no, they're going to push him back. Interesting.
As the man comes out to long on.
I'm going over cover. It's got to go.
In comes Mondal. It does go in that cover direction, but it was well bowled. It was a
really
full
good
delivery. And as a result, it's just the one run. So 8 off the over there. 1 for 31 for Mondal. 4 overs left, and NT Strike are still in this game. We have another look at the Worms. They've come together, which makes a really exciting contest for us. But we do need to remember that Bangladesh did have a couple of massive overs from this point on. So we will need to see that replicated now by the NT Strike, as they need 49 runs from 24 deliveries. A length delivery, attempted to smash it through the leg side there. A little bit of banter and byplay between the...
He's gagging himself.
That's what we like to see.
It's awesome. I love it. Oh, I'd love Hamo just to absolutely pump him now and just do the same back.
Brings a little bit more on this next delivery.
Yep.
It's a similar delivery. This time it's been smacked down hard. They are going to get to it, and they'll come back for 2. So we'll call that a draw.
Ooh.
A little bit of a chuckle again. And the battle continues. Little mini battle going on here. Ahmed versus Hamo, or Hammond. In comes Ahmed. It has been smacked, but there is a fielder out there. He hasn't quite got onto it.
Great catch.
And the bowler is absolutely jubilant. Ahmed, after the byplay a couple of balls earlier, he has won the battle. And Hammond is on his way. The NT Strike now in a little bit of trouble with their 6th wicket out. And all of a sudden now, Bangladesh are hot favourites. If we watch the replay here, a comfortable catch.
Interesting thoughts with this. If Bangladesh win this game, Steve, depending on the net run rate, they could go from second last into the top 4 with a win tonight.
Wowee.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And then obviously if the NT do manage to pull off this win, they will move back into first place. So both teams, whilst I don't think the NT strike will be too concerned if they do lose, still up there. But wow, to go from basically 10th all the way potentially up to into the top 4 with this win. Look out, Bangladesh might be the old hot ticket for the back run home into the top 4.
Yes, well, certainly plenty at stake here. And they've followed that wicket up with a dot. McMahon is the new batter, and it is increasingly difficult to see an NT strike win here with the run rate climbing. Another good length delivery. This time it's worked around for a single. Another great over here from Ahmed. I've been really impressed with the bowling of the Bangladesh side here tonight. There's been minimal extras, minimal loose balls. They've varied their pace. They've bowled good lengths. We probably were expecting to see a little bit more spin than what we've seen. We've certainly seen a fair bit of spin, but after what we saw in the first innings, we were probably expecting 20 overs of spin, but the seamers have done a great job here. This time, Ahmed bowls a full delivery, and it's poked out onto the offside for another single, but that's not going to be enough.
Oh, it's make or break this over, Steve.
At the end of the 17th over, as you said, Megan, it is definitely make or break because the NT strike is 6 for 128, now requiring 15 per over.
Yep. I think Tommy has to just go for it. I think it's obvious, but... And I know he will. He won't be backward and coming forward, but might be a little bit out of reach here. I'm surprised actually Hamish Martin didn't come in to bat next. He can whack him too. So give the young fella a go, Cadell McMahon, his teammate out at Palmerston Cricket Club. But what can Tommy Andrews do here? Gone for seam again, given spin the flick, has done Bangladesh. Oh, well bowled.
Full delivery.
Great bowling.
Angled in at the pads. Very good bowling here from Mahmood. Another dot ball makes it very difficult for the NT strike. It's not impossible though. The earlier game today, around this stage of the game was pretty much done and dusted, but we do still have a live game. It's going to be challenging. We just need a couple of big sixes. It's a beautifully bowled Yorker.
Yeah, well run.
Not short enough to get underneath that one. Good running though. They're going to need at least 2 boundaries or a 6 this over to realistically have any chance.
Really great bowling from Mahmood here. He's only bowled the 2 deliveries obviously, but geez, they've been perfect in execution.
He has bowled full. We have a man deep on the onside at long on the offside on the ring, so there is potential there as Mahmood comes in. He's bowled short this time though, and again it's only resulted in a single. Hard to be critical of these 2 batters. The expectations probably aren't to come out and score 15 and over normally. But no doubt they'll have a crack at it. Plenty of chirp out there, as you would imagine.
Yep, they're back up and about now, Bangladesh. I went a bit quiet there when Silk and Kara were batting extremely well, but the tides have turned.
A short ball's been pulled away, but again there's a man out there. So just the single. Only 3 off this over so far with 4 balls gone. So we're in desperate need for a couple of boundaries to finish to have any chance.
Absolutely.
The run rate required now goes to 18. There really hasn't been a lot to hit, to be fair.
No.
So you can only deal with what's dished up to you. And there certainly hasn't been a lot of loose balls of late. Mahmood again bowls a beautiful Yorker. Missing the leg stump, but fantastically executed again.
Yeah. Execution tonight has been exceptional by Bangladesh. They'll be really, when they look back on this game, they'll be one of their key factors into getting themselves back into this game right from ball one, really.
Yeah, really encouraging signs not only for this tournament but for the T20 World Cup, which is ahead. A lot of these players would be desperate to try and feature in that squad. Well, they all would. Here comes Mahmood again for the last ball of his over. It's another beautiful full delivery. He's had a ping for at the stumps. There's a loud shout. They are persisting with their appeal, but I don't think the umpire's going to change his mind. It does bring to the end of another brilliant over from Mahmood.
Absolute cracking over.
Only 3 off it. He has the very impressive figures of 1 for 17 off his 3 overs. And now they are in a situation where they are within touching distance of a great victory. 42 required from 12 balls.
Bangladesh might be the dark horses here, coming from second last if they win this game with net run rate potentially into the top 4. Little bit of momentum going forward. I don't know if I'd like to be taking on these guys at the back end of this tournament.
They have played brilliantly today. It's a full and wide delivery and it is within the line, so that is very good execution again. Almost predicting that the room was going to be made by the batter. That was another dot ball, which makes life very difficult for the NT strike with only 11 balls remaining. Again, continuing with medium pace. Mondal bowls another full delivery. This time it's over pitched, but he does have protection out there. So it's not the boundary they were looking for, but it is another couple of steps closer with a 2. Andrews going at a runner ball, which ordinarily would be pretty satisfactory for your first 13 balls. Mondal in again from the northern end. It's been smacked over the top of the infield. It's going to go all the way. It's the boundary they desperately needed.
Good slide. To no avail, but I liked it.
You'd nearly call it an unnecessary slide, but it was good to watch. 4 runs was always going to be the result. And we have 6 off 3 in this over, just to breathe a little bit of life into the game, but they are still a long way from home. I think if we look back at the fall of those early wickets and then the recent flurry, it would be where the game was lost. This time it's been smacked down the ground. They consider 2, but they've
could have got 2 in the end.
Probably missed out on 1 there because the throw was wayward. Probably at this stage you need to be taking those runs, don't you, Megan?
Yeah, really. Got to take the game on. There's no point just not knowing. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I think it's a little bit late for that anyway.
Yeah, it's probably just getting to the stage now where the game is out of reach, but there's still positive things to come out of it with some time at the crease for McMahon and Andrews. A nice
That'll
little
do.
reverse.
Yes,
that
Cadell.
is a magnificent
Great shot. Good work, lad. I like that. That's a great shot.
So it now brings this over to 11 off 5. So it's a pretty decent over. Probably still out of reach, but as I said before, it's a fantastic opportunity for these two to be out there in this situation. Still certainly mathematically possible, but we do need probably a 6 off this last ball of the second last over. It's at the pegs. It's been scooped over the top.
Is it going to run?
Probably not
it's
going to have
plug.
enough on it.
Damn. It's plugged instead of rolling on. Good inventive shots by McMahon late in this innings. Great work.
A pretty productive over there. Mondal ends his spell of 4 overs with 1 for 44, which is probably some of the more expensive figures, but they've all bowled extremely well, the Bangladesh side. And we have 1 over to go with 29 required to win. 6 for 144 after 19 overs. So we need a couple of early sixes here.
Come on, Tommy. Make it interesting. Oh, bowled him. What a ball too. Well done.
It was an absolute cracker. We said we needed a 6, but it was pretty tough when you get a ball like that. Straight at the pegs. Beautiful Yorker. And Bangladesh are well on their way to a fantastic victory here this evening. It's been a good all-round game. They batted well. They've fielded really well. They've taken their catches. And their bowling has been exceptionally disciplined.
Yep, couldn't agree more. Good all-round performance from Bangladesh tonight.
As we see the replay, absolutely perfect Yorker. You really can't do a lot with that. Possibly dancing down the wicket and try and get it and turn it into a full toss, but he wasn't to know.
Hamish Martin coming out to the crease. Two Palmerston boys playing together. I love it. He can whack a ball too, Hamish, so never say never, but yeah, it's going to be extremely hard, obviously. Bangladesh are just bowling too well.
Mahmood, the impressive figures of 2 for 17. He's got 5 balls left in his spell and also for this game. It's a short ball this time. And they are going to eventually run a single. And it is now 28 off 4. So the game is over in terms of win and loss, but it has been a really enjoyable display. A fantastic performance from Bangladesh. Mahmood looking to finish off with a wicket. It's a short ball, it's been whacked away. Just for the 1. So many good performances across the board, particularly from the Bangladesh side. It's going to be difficult to work out who the man of the match is. So many excellent bowlers. Certainly a great performance by the wicketkeeper with his 2 catches, Sohan, and a stumping as well as his 35 runs with the bat. He'd probably be my selection. It's a full ball. It's been driven down the ground for 2 runs. And Golden Gloves receives the ball on the way in.
Yes!
As named by Megan earlier. Hopefully that'll catch on. If you're a wicketkeeper, you'd be pretty happy with that nickname, you'd think.
Oh, absolutely. Golden Gloves, I love it.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get it to take off. Certainly we'll be referring to him.
Oh, GG. Coming in with the goods.
The rest of this tournament, from our end at least. It might just be you and I, but
that's all right. We can do it.
So 2 balls remaining. Mahmood this time bowls short. There's no one in that particular position on the ring. So just the single. So he's going to end up with really impressive figures here. Picked up 2 wickets, great economy rate. I don't think he would really be critical of any of the Bangladesh bowlers. I think they've all bowled really well. NT strike threatened for a while, but nobody was able to get the big score that they needed. Final ball of the evening, it's another full delivery. It's poked around the corner.
Oh.
Golden Gloves has tied for it.
It would have just been icing on the cake for old GG Golden Gloves.
Certainly would have been. We can't be too critical because he's had an absolute day out. You can see the Bangladesh supporters appreciating what they've seen. They're absolutely delighted.
They are. And so they should be. It's a great all-round effort from Bangladesh tonight. I've been really impressed with how they came out straight away with the bat, Steve. Really positive, running between wickets. Admittedly, NT probably not at their best with the ball in those first few overs, and they just got away to an absolute flyer. But then coming out, oh GG, look at him. But then from a fielding and bowling perspective, just a really tremendous display of discipline. I'm sure their coaching staff will be absolutely delighted with how they've played tonight.
Yeah, a good all-round performance from Bangladesh. There was certainly plenty of highlights along the way. GG, as we refer to him, getting the stumping there, as well as his 2 catches. There was some really good outfield catching as well from Bangladesh, as we can see on the screen now. I thought the strike spinners did a good job, even though they have lost this game. There's certainly some encouraging signs as we see both teams coming together in a show of sportsmanship. It's been an absolutely fantastic game tonight. The NT strike were looking pretty good for a while when Carroll and Silk were up and about. Both of them falling short of a 50. They really needed at least one of those to go on and get a 70 or 80 to challenge the target. And in reply, Bangladesh came out and they bowled absolutely brilliantly. All around, you can see those figures there for Bangladesh. You'd be pretty happy with pretty much all those figures. Even Mondal, who went for 44, bowled well. It's been an absolutely fantastic game. As you can see there, the match summary with all the superstars that we've seen today. It's been an absolutely fantastic game. I've enjoyed your company, Megan.
Same with you, Steve.
And we thank you all for your watching, and we look forward to you joining us next time from beautiful Darwin.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you've never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
Cricket taught us to chase boundaries. Out here, you'll find new ones. From hot springs to hotter curries, the Northern Territory surprises at every turn. Adventure, culture, food, it's all here and it's all real. Not your usual holiday, not your usual Australia. New boundaries, new territory. Australia's Northern Territory.